FM
The best station in the capital, Hit FM.
Abusuani ame pache nyina ne se abrabo etumi ye bisi basa etumi ye nwense etumi ye bare ebi nso etumi ye mremre de odi gu nsane ne ya na ye kakra bi dodo no a ansa no obi betumi adru pempensuo bi no ofa ogem ansa ofa ogem ebe ne ho ansa eni nyina eye kwan a wo befa so a obetu anamo a edikan na anamo utu anamo kane a obetuo no eno na be kire se do be kwa worehu ma na do be kwa ni giemo media message se utu anamo ahwe ni yie na watu anamo mpa na do akoda ni giemo emfa ho ne se de wo betu anamo no se utu anamo na ba bia do be fa bia na wasomu saa efa kwanya so amo ha amo akwaba e de aba me man tijumade so ena wie yi aha ye neat 100.9 FM so yado asese wo de wa fidie no ato ase every sabre ko se no nine bebo ye ne wa ene wa ha ya kan wo se ne eye benada November bosome to so enkron fiempim no ene aduano bako emo. As we speak, we have spent 313 days in the year 2021. Efimuni nyina nefuane ye ahasa aduosianum 365 enti adimu 313 days. Enti yehwemu pa de anacha se akaba yese akapu na bro ma menka na sa akapu na bro acha se afi 2021 no yede ekọ na wie ya enesa woni me ko na me waje shon aka na fu amakoma kwaduonu mienu 52 days na yede 52 marvelous days na yede afi 2021 yede akọ na wie ya asomdwemo me bompa ya serade ese wona etemenka ba bia wo mo bia anka yebewura afi 2022 mu no moa moda so etemenka na ba kokora every ho enko ba
and redrawing the regional demarcations is nothing. You cannot just create regions in name. The regions must be worthy of being called regions, and it is infrastructure that makes a region a region. If you go to Tamale, you know that this is the northern region. If you go to Bolga, you know that this is the Upper East region. If you come to Nalergu, it's a shadow of a region. We don't only need the district regional boundaries to be redrawn. We need regional infrastructure so that when you come, you say, yes, this is the Northeast region. Once you pass Nalergu and you're going to Bunkurgu, it will take you ages to get there. If you're going to Cherponi area, the road is so bad through Wapuli and other places. We need to improve the road network, provide water for people, healthcare services, education. That's when we will say that, yes, we really have gotten a region for ourselves.
There are one or two places where we're having problems predictably, and it's part of the issues that we factored in about land acquisition and land rights. Those are inevitable aspects in our country with the land tenure system that it has. But overall, and I believe that of the 111, something like 88 or 89 are going. There are a handful. The actual clearing of sites and putting in the basic foundations have already started. The whole thing has been divided into groups. Different groups are responsible, both as architects, as consultants, and contractors, for particular group lots of the hospitals. So it isn't as if it is one particular contractor or one group of architects who are doing in the mall. On the contrary, we're mobilizing across a broad front and bringing together a lot of skills and expertise together to do the project. And I think that this is the kind of project that should be done in this way.
I represent Ghanaians and the country Ghana. We have spoken with one voice that we don't want anything to do with whatever terms they add, because there's still no end yet. As we are told, we used to call it lesbians and gays. Then they started talking about transgender, they talked about transsexual, they talked about queer, and they've added another Q. And then they started intersex, and then they brought another A. They added another A. Now they added P. And then they see two letters that they see a plus. One of their activists called Moo said in social media, "I'm a funny person." That the speaker is a funny person. I will continue to be funny to make sure that the right thing is done. I am pro-life, and I will continue to be funny to make sure that lives are saved in the world. I will continue to be funny to ensure that this world created by God as a garden of Eden for us to enjoy will continue to be enjoyable by all of us. We will not threaten any person, but we shall also not be threatened. And all those threatening the members of parliament who are leading this bill, please be warned. We cannot be threatened in our homes. This must be stated loud and clear to those who have come to do business in Ghana, those who represent their countries and think that they are right. We also represent our country. And they can never dictate to us as to how to live or not to live in this world. And I'm very clear in my mind that this House, the Parliament of Ghana, will pass this bill as soon as possible.
No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, which constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
The ideal society they belong to are in these terrorist groups and not, for example, the Republic of Ghana. And so they would criticize how our democracy does not work and it does not deliver. They will criticize how they are waiting for jobs, but those jobs will never come because the government will never be able to deliver. They will criticize how they can take certain things happening in society and use them as examples to radicalize. All these become the techniques of radicalization. They become the techniques of, if you call it, undermining what we are, what progress we have made, and what we have achieved. People should not assume that there is no jealousy, that in the Fourth Republic we have maintained and sustained political stability. We are not like other places where people are arrested and locked up. People don't want to see a country, and when I say people here, I'm referring to these terrorist groups. They are envious that when there is an environment in which every country is suffering under the weight of terrorism, Ghana continues to stand stable. It's not to create the mistake of allowing people to fall into the hands of terrorists, but that every day we work together to overcome those challenges, right from local government level to national level, to prevent that radicalization, which then makes people to fall into the hands of these groups when the possibility of recruitment arises. Let us continue with the effort of delivering good governance. Military or security is one, but it is more about the delivery of good governance. Let in every village and in every community, even when we have challenges, let us continue to engage one another in which people know that there is a collective effort, both formal and informal. Continue to allow you in the media to have the space. Even when you criticize, it should not be interpreted as negative. It should be interpreted as constructive to help the accountability process. Let's continue to deepen democracy.
Oko national media bomra ya DBA section 2 and also mom to me. Enti yen dia yesu say sam pempenso ya itinen anasa ansa na ebidu abrano. National Media Commission any human coin be kakra Bank of Ghana near there open kind omumrana omu to me so between to anamo a sanction as topo media houses, at least media houses are yes animal we say omu to me no mo kasa o ma say omu need to me and no be no me agenda so I am pass omu need to me and can picture any throw no also omu throw and say omu need to me omu throw and say we
are busia for kana ubre ena aso no ensem bia edi ehim edi adejeche ewo meyimo yanhwe ampo ne ho kakra enti ho ankyem amamani amam ho so a ahwe ya na ye betentena ho saa na kofa nsempi edi aba yes the month of November da sonko wi ase nyina to asi ho no mo a wo mo de adwendwen kwan ya wo mo fa so ehhehye wo mo eman no Meche World Town Planning Day. November bosom ni nyina afibia November bosom yesimu pa na chese ya celebrate sa a day. Na amama ya bese aduasa 30 countries ena a womo ewo 4 continents so ena womo timi celebrate sa eda sonkwe. Na da sonko bi a yeto asi ho no mo a ye hwe planning ankasa kwan ye befa so a ye betimi ahyehye ye man na ye kuro no eyie na timi aboa ama ehotena aye de ehotena aye akono ehotena aye fefefe na when wo mo hye sa day to wosanka ye hwe ewiase nyina ye fie ni hwe wiase nyina kwan ye befa so betimi aplane na bibia timi atotomo na moni mi nyina be ya dwene se ansa ne ye beto ye ne de hwe wiase nyina na e wo se etimi ehwe ba bia ye te ansa e wasi etimi edikan ehwe yen yatena ye ansa na etimi atre akọ baby foforo sanse utimi siesie wo fie yi a e na betimi so siesie abonten ama eho aye nikan Edi ya my Ghana mo say ne plan e ho nsensam esi etie. Asi abu ya ne agu ne ma bebre so ache emfie bebre nie. Mekaya ya se ayenya independence 1957, 1958 ensuo toye ema eyirifa Greater Accra. Enti efri sabre no abepemenda yentimi anya nhyehyeye bia yenya obi asabe owani suade hunu anane wo fom a wo betimi de adwen bi abasa kuro yi afa ne ye hya ase afa ne ye fifresen ade na mom yenye ne ma se yenya obi asa free 1958 ya bepem 2021 over 60 years. Ebusuya say ya me ni anna ho na ya ntoto ya niema yi a ebeduru baabi no he traffic no do eso obi abetu nkran ha kodi kurum obi abetu ha e de nani a kire ni kurum akotana ho because it will be unbearable any ensuo no eyiri a ha na no ensuo to ye ni eyiri ye ne kra de ne swa nanu nsuo na etoye nanu ye na ne nansasa ya wada no said afi ada no nsuo na etoye ne swakra no ye munketwa se ya hwe antoto ye ne mayi anhyehye ye ne mayi a ene ma begye samokura because ye tai kase an ene nipa droso ene esisi adansi basa aban kase obu dan bi egu a aban bebo kafa hikosi enso mere koye nim no na do ana ye droso na ye problems na esan ya kese eti kwa be ni betimi afa so yeti ebetimi a strengthen your planning system no na o men yetimi adane ani because say tourist attraction sites ni ade a wo Greater Accra center of Accra nyina ayese adabrijo ayese nwonwona basa eti ya kwa homa so na ye ne engineer Abdullahi Mahama or your road and building engineer ye ne no eba betwetwe enkomo awie ayo ye kwa ahomaso ye engineer Abdullah Mahama aba ahomaso a ye ne edi enkomo engineer awie ye mo akwa aba dem pom to say yo ye de radiase ye do asese wie ye to nsafre wo waje ye nso munso wo ye engineer kese pa de me de ne se wo ye roads and building engineer wo hwe Ghana se na ya hyehye ye niam afa no ye plan ne ko yie sa hello engineer aha we acho hyase ma na ahyase ne ya ntene papa omo je so pa
asema obi se eso pa na ne ka se kan ma immigrant interview ma in wa wo se the same planning yeah makasa na kaminya enyemu na mobon pa ma ya yewo sa ohwen ka kana se nya se kasa de bia ba se kamitu
agent whether wadaruma o use earpiece ana bibia nka because noise wo mpa na wone no so wo form
okay ba otime ka yi
aha bacho kasa bacho e better
okay it's in better eka is I bekata down of find it but mostly don't we are additional number ya uka want them na them say and go for now ma ya ko de ya so omoye na e beba say apan also share Facebook comment, a Twitter comment that I am addressing my fellow professionals. Because the politician is not a planner. By the engineers, the planning students that do professional planning for the architects who are supposed to plan and then sell their ideas to government for implementation. The almost say times we didn't people about to train but have to from the assembly, and we are starting with the national assembly, and then metamorphose to the national. When the national brings the policy, it trickles down to the local assembly. If the local assembly is on 19, and now no mind was a beautiful lot now, yeah, to there was no name you, yeah, ever to end it. Put in check, which an Accra, because of traffic, because of issue. But let me make this pronouncement to you. We'll get to a time, the next few weeks, to enter Accra best flag.
Wow, one bench, sir.
Let me repeat it. Baby. To enter Accra business, but Accra will flag.
Engineer Bacho repeat honey be me until the year.
Baby, no. Ensure enter Accra Central Business District. I say maybe because from 37 years, Labadi, Benyanko, Kaukudi, or Atimota, Ketakwashin, and hopefully go on to the Medina on Nanan Toy, but not on Friday.
Wow.
Because there will be heavy rains on the mountain. Maybe it will rain from Brekusu, Tafe, Adimenti, Iduafe, Imensa, mountainous areas. And now I see like, what's the approach? And I say, the car, my yatun Pony Nara. Is it try? Yes, is it try before no?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello, engineer.
yes, madam.
Aha, position who ye kakrama na ya na ahumane mo etwetwesi.
You know me, Botika can't tell me, waiting as and by the fan.
Okay.
It is a chicken what
Sure, Mate.
Yankupon, Nansemuno, Boadiano. Oh, yeah, mountains. So now, yeah, valleys, I was here. But the two taught the net and upon as you pray, come on. This a longer time to store itself for the land. Now, the vegetation on all the mountains, Amasaman, Makati Hill, Ajimen, Ayimensa, Biasi Lodge, Tafi is a tossa. And we are ravaging the top level in people. And they are Thomas. That's can I said almost Thomas as no million by minute. What's my talk as $500,000? Oh, I better bonus. 500,000, 300,000 United States.
And nay. Wow.
No, I don't want, you have my record news. I don't speak actually. You go back and you get to know the fact. And so when it rains in areas at a point in time, now I think people not say on and I think it can't only be they are filling all the valley. If you want it, the water is running from the top of the mountain now. In microseconds, Professor Mamu, I can bear 40 years ago in it. Hey, and person can shoot to a brief connoisseur. It's about 72 hours. 42, 48 to 72 hours for the water runoff to get to Accra. But now, to our immense area, honey, the Mentibri Kusuna Masamana, but you know, you do Fanco, they do a Quetima, they were cap price, they were Venom, they were Timota, and Domipula 2 area, not on the hunter. So, as we have allowed unplanned sale of the land, things now can say, to run from the capital, run from the flood, run from the traffic. That's my initial introduction.
Enti na wo kan bibisa ye kase ye de aban esi nchen a aban ye betimi ayi na si nchen ayi ama na yi sa
Better can the only the more information about my handle the tweet
okay
Mahama MA_Abdullahi. Who said there's a trend I'm trying to at the first point of all, any issuance of them, aside government, buy it market highway over her. Now, and no problem say that the power that comes from the central government. But aside that, any car development, one district, one warehouse, one district, one dam, one district, one factory, other development, warehouses, huge factories, anything goes through that system. What is the first requirement? Nobody shall carry out any physical development. The jurisdiction with that person, the land, unless that person has gone to the assembly, seek for approval based on our standard. No land developed. That's the first requirement for developer. So the small negligence or the small deliberate orchestration from the local assemblies and a graduate what we are seeing in this. The assemblies in America out at the outskirts of Accra. We have all the assemblies. I have also Central, AMA, Westwood, and the Metro. They are all assemblies. Renovation of houses, redevelopment of houses within the capital. Every development that you capital or any other part of the country. The first point of all is the local assembly. So if the local assembly one, almost failure, either say any panel, unless any panel, a guapayo, unless a person woman could a man, and it's not checked from that side now. Let's imagine say about 29 districts. That's it. All the interests at the different assemblies are checking their response. They overlook proper adherence of requirements. If those people have this calendar, Ubia area, Piano, Mom, with that being you that will choose, since that 29 channels have been blocked, times 2, times 3, and 4 about the water supply or the community. Let them make a video on one city there. And then they may acquire 3 mining flooded, 4 years, mining flooded. Now all of a sudden, in the 5th year or the 5th year, they'll start to flood. Then the people forget and go to the assembly and to compare contractors no money.
Mikra where okay me my complaint be that Mikra na me bisa say do we really have engineers in Ghana?
That's very good. The point here about Ghana. The point here about Ghana. Our highway on the old design plan. For transport engineer all year calculation for how to design the traffic analysis. There were hydro engineer all check what would this that's a area which must there was surveyor and I said do that again. On all check the lowest point of the or say net discharge point at this corner. So soon I final agent can pass through here and pass through here. Get itself to the bigger storm drain. So materials is there no more. Check assassin on this pavement there and if they are cast and then we stand the look.
When all these feasibility studies no engineers are bobo omudi omutimi ye ni nyina wi ansa na sabe se kwan ne be ya yetimi aye kwan no.
Of course, and mostly this is done within 4 months, 1 year. So I'm saying year kwan pi abija obun. The every expression of important now person kwan we express interest in writing to tender for documents. It you submit you is there why you be that I said these are the people that you have with you can execute this and also so when the few ones are selected now they go in and carry all that I've told you that's a spend that for that's a say so when all this are done let's say we're about 3-4 years flooding all of a sudden finding SSS like that. Then you should ask yourself, say, what is the A bench say, Ubia Kuma permit to say, then come official my desire says, when you put an kugu, that's Sunday, no, but I'm the feeling. And that approval only come from the local assembly, first and foremost. Before we call MPA for the permit for someone who take
EPA for also credit differ.
That's right.
Environmental protection for agency for no.
Ghana was a fastest beba. National Petroleum Authority beba.
And lands for
Baba check, but the lands for no. Where lands come in, the assembly.
Okay.
At the assembly, they have what we call the physical planning officer. Physical planning officer who, in the idea, no, they have done at least a basic of a third degree planning. So every district, every assembly supposed to have a works head who is the more or less like the engineer at the assembly, or more the physical planning officer. Almost planning officer or more other committees are your works committee and the embodiment of the works committee, the EPA, the fire service, the NADMO, the two representatives of assemblymen and women. Chairman becomes the MC or the municipal executive or the district executive who sit on every permit before each one is done. In the idea, no, it means that plan is it adequate enough for the building?
Now, as an engineer, the awoken in an assembly now may assess form.
I'm telling you, I'm saying that I have decided to take a trend now to be hitting on the various possibilities of my own fellow colleagues, professionals. Otherwise, I will not and then condemn any of my colleagues. I for what is, but because I know that I must admit, and I can tell you on record, and off record, the politicians play a certain, which is say, you can tell someone say, yes, man, I said something say, man, but it is only proper for the engineer at the assembly able to articulate or to convince the politician. The idea,
Unyini say a fence engineer or no assembly honomono politician do no ni post kakra kekita ni ebebun kama fan so ahwe ekura be transfer na free ho.
In American say there are two say some of the colleagues have been transferred because of this. You know, I know some of my classmates I can't put them in trouble on air, but I know some of them who have been transferred before all this ground. So
for the right thing to be done.
Thank you. That's why I have a problem when some of the politicians come and stand there and when they hold the mic, they want to sing hallelujah to us. But they sing any song when they are off the camera. But my issue is this. My other solution. I can't maintain it on the team in this day. Try and make the media as your friend. Try and make one of us who are vocal without any fear as your friend. When the issue comes, people say, and something which some will say, but you are being suppressed, you are being put that now. All on us. We will find a way to get whoever. Okay. And some of us, as my sister, we are not scared of any job. When you become a good advocate of job, that you are showing examples of what you have done in the those who are very, very, the one who paid you, they'll look for you. Or maybe I'm speaking because I'm not a government worker.
Okay. Because government workers, they will not have that, to come and talk.
That is the reason why they have two. Get the media to be. Get some of us who are looking in profession. And when you look at the picture now, find a way to address the issue. So there's this law. The land special planning Act 2006. That's the finest law ever after engineering that.
Iti ya wamra why they are planning.
Just one of them. just one of them who say a final would be something to be seen and I think. I will call him lawyer because the land is the planning act. Yeah. I'm or say that one itself. I mean, just 1 second. I'm on my phone. 1 second. Now I say permit. Persons are not affect any future development of land with a district unless that person has been permit by the district assembly. That is the Land Planning Act of 2019 plus 116. And I say, the Nicholas City Senate will fact, you know, who are not assembly. Also, a man as a good kind of that's a 119. The same act you. Law no, more than 5,000 because it gets for financial. They see how the laws are so beautiful in Ghana, but don't implement. Hey, unauthorized of district or social development in the MLC. The land. An authorized officer, in this case, assembly, no.
As assembly, no, yes.
Yes. They without notification, notice, or carry out instant prohibition, abatement, alteration, removal, or demolition of a structure. If that structure is considered as a nuisance environment for the public private space. If the assembly is some assembly is so we back to one keep them to assembly home. Now we sit down ACBP and that is true. A man go for what you because on the other go see what we is now. The ones on go but me would not
Yes, anytime Bia or feel say ye be a engineer no assembly on feel say the sumesi an obintin wo ye etiamra ade o how beba otimi etu ho na mo se mra kwan so obefa no atimi a charge wo.
I think that obekọ obesho dan se dan na weti no ye system kakra abeli ya na ene dia to say dan ti ho ana say ibu ni nipa na oba na one fa obua maka na mra no one ba assembly no ho no all is nipa no committing offense that wo and na me an charges what to say CBA what blocking and I say what blocking the house can for for juma na say the area be a flat or it's a nuisance to the environment. Then we go see waterways. What is that? Laws now about Ghana. Malika last one we tried to twice. Okay. Okay, how do that go see? No site liable to flooding can be built upon without adequate provision for flood control.
Mremre obi akan obeti ase wa ko school nko akan abeti ase.
What are they? But you obi odi officer wo atase. Aban get ojo atase. Atase ya so put atase na wo no. Ensure a land a waterlogged area. But before we sit there, everybody the next neighbor, next two neighbors, next neighbors be just someone. I was say assembly kill. Now, this is what and I'm not very cold because it's so I can say. The also know on the moon. And how we are and bed always.
Okay. Engineer, miss hold on a minute. Na me enya announcement. Ebusuafo na no fiada ensu etoye no. Video ni bi ye dey at so Facebook live hono mo a wo kwa obehu said ensu no aye we aye between Achimotane of Anko haya Achimotane of Anko na uhu no ho no sa chese ka ne etwam kura na edem ka setente atentia brane e so wa bai tere kura tumi se ensuo no ammem ekọ fom pa eti na yesa mane a yete ho no ayi adan a ensuo na ammem a chese adan no hu enchanse pe ene tetani just last Friday ensuo a etoye no into call Facebook live na yeyi bi e wo ho a obehu engineer mimi sa se ye betimi aka se sabio nature ene yen edi no nyonyo
and the family for joy. And I'm the catch on the global warming. Industrialization, massive industrial generate a lot of chemicals into I say Africa, the lead greater of anything. Yet they are the worst affected. Africa. Industrialization is very, very small. China, the Americans, the Europeans are doing massive in all the chemicals that are almost exposed to that would cause serious of the ozone layer. After the you know, but don't say
yeah, tidal waves no na me se yanke beba e hono mo enso so.
Don't see our rainfall pattern. Maybe I don't know what they do. If you have a rainfall pattern, now you can major cities around like into down here. That can manage number September to October. But last year, like 2 years, I remember I was doing a construction. Number 28 December. Let's see what I here. The first thing, Abu Dhabi. Number 28 December last year was a massive rainfall. You wonder.
I say no wutu say ye rainfall pattern ni nyina sesa aye bibie wo ho hu ba bia ye fa po. Yeah.
Ambassador Emba. If you look at the department, they're having a very torrid time to be able to have adequate information that's the volume of water that way.
Engineer, me misa say yan kasa ya dwene nipa nkwa ho because yete me bisa we ni say ya oman bia odwene nipa nkwa ho no put certain measures in place sa planning mistakes in asefo no onye bi because onim say at the end of the day no it is going to affect the people ya dwene nipa ho
the greediness of who are also they are not they are not scared that the tests are not on that's the assembly. I can tell you say all the assembly to the fact crap to the agua up to 20 80% of it to fall in the trap. Say the security journalists go in, even go and identify land. I say, no, come on, room myself from man can get over 8 of the assembly. It's the MC for itself. So, as a Minkumiano, people are buying their houses up and they are supervising for the overseas rot. You know, I think I call a mechanic. That's a call religious side. Muslim. But see, the couple of more make your leader. Give it that. Simple. If you are sitting on a chair at the assembly, you have the power. I can avoid or prevent people causing catastrophe. But because you know what is key, want to create a problem for the next day. So we don't have now.
And that is exactly what we are doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
So all that we are doing is go to add the religious bit. But for me, I have a record. Long as it's going to affect the man, I prefer to read.
So what's a National Development Planning Commission? What's a woman can? One more no, a Juma, dear woman is sure, and I say, woman, Juma, woman who's papa because you can't send a planning and National Development Planning Commission, woman and care, in your nice woman.
Yeah, no, to tell you, say, Omunia Kadia also, also, that's a, the trend all the assembly. don't have adequate, don't have caps go around, have tax force around. But the same person, no who is service for building, it's on here category. When you pick up or not money, you pick up the go around, I could take care of that. But we'll turn up on the pen. I'm a semi. Oh no.
Mate was ba.
The problem, you know, the problem, no, the government will take its shit. But I can tell you over 80% of one flooding, 2, congestion, 3, stress in our capital, in our region, in cost by the assembly. Let me come back control.
Mhm.
I'm discussing with one of the big men at the and I'm say, I'm sharing if I may work on a hand. Assemblies will put us in trouble. Then I will say, just this yesterday morning, when I traveled on some roads, I was so bitter there that assembly engineers or works either or more along the corridors of and one. Oya highway, that's a woman saying it's true. And yeah, if you can, people so not so, a good kind of so. If you are taking a part of it, and can't find us. The enemy of asphalt, water. How am I saying? No, all day after I find me, I will. But a few requirements are supposed to be. Also, also application from Ghana House Authority. I'm already know what that area now, if any area manager. So, maybe it's actually our find, but now that's what look at. But maybe then based on the person's knowledge about highway, advice you do an additional tip of the main carriageway. Of course, construct a coverage, so the empire and then but when the assemblies are not aware or they are not informed about their own duty, they give permit to people to plant buildings along the highway and all the depth and young practice in the warehouse.
Yeah. And no cry to me cause accident.
Go back to no, it's true. And I can't be overtaking. So meeting. I just close my eyes. You do
Wow. Wow.
Around 11 years ago.
Wow.
So that is I see every day. And the assemblies are taking, make it a new semester. The assemblies are taking 80% of one part on our highways. The erosion of our roads on the highways is being caused by the overlooking of the assembly.
Okay. Okay. Said there was here be near many swatch and my yes, you need swat the hopa. Young fast born on concobo engineer. Name of assembly honor, engineer no assembly honor, on that water net Juma, a JJ Mo. And engineer Mimi way, Nayafa and sorry and commono, as so. Say, me get this a brenner son, say planning practitioners, no, at some moment say. They say, what shall see our just a home mobilizer home and there were other colleagues. More say, move me, I started with advocacy anyway. No, they say, one a move free mupemu etu sana mona ana moje moa efra ban ho ana san na moye no.
Last week, so any about Margary.
Okay.
And I have a passion that I needed just where and most of that I read the thing that not get enacted. But we don't need a think tank. When some of us come, like adequate information. I mean, how me for also.
Okay.
Put your record thing. For the end of this, I am my own.
Who assembly near here? Wow.
On record, no, I've said it for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I have a lawyer, lecturer at the University of Professional Studies.
And your man, when you have a micro, me tower cheaper, me for
I need more lawyers. Whether some of them want us to pay, they will pay. Because I'm not a lawyer, I'm a professional civil, professional built environment expert who can give adequate information on whatever I want.
Okay.
And but I have evidence of people who are putting up structures along the highway, causing so much damage to government property. The assembly is gone. Not only the slum, other assemblies are, when we start to enact this law now, number one,
there will be sanity, at least.
We'll create like a website that all you have to do, don't have the problem you are facing at that ticket and that platform, and then we will pick it up and then come to the police and find out whether in fact it's sound engineering judgment. And we'll have a meeting with them, find out from them why X, Y, Z will only go to government. This is the whole agenda that wants to be carried out by MAAME, and he wants people to support as well. No interest of military want the country have a peace. Otherwise, have a problem now. For me, I'm starting the next 2 weeks by here of this. However, the platform also. Any lawyer calls you, let us get engaged. Let's set a tone in Ghana. Let's be the face that they say. That you are not dealing with your demand. That set the example too far. Would drag the assembly, would drag the engineers, that and set and add the MCs. But the MCs of the various assemblies are the chairpersons for the chairman of the West Committee.
Okay. Engineer, we are better was so what you bring it in common. Yo. Engineer Abdullah Mahama or your roads and building engineer and out is no AD and common no. There was somebody po. There was somebody papa sa on my assemblies woman by your form. Kakra won't be the trouble kakra won't be dinty. One more to woman juma a JJ. Don't say engineer Mahama no one can say any jumo into one throw a baby don't throw she. What can no creepify woman or say about 80% of problems I have no, it is caused by the engineers at the assembly. It is a buying who per se who kuntias had ye way na yetimi de and hona and crantana eh the ye shamadia. And you check the engineers, I would want to go various assemblies, no. Check them. Because almost to 2 Jumano form, one with the Jumani dear Grobo, so many you bet you from the taxpayers' money. And so Juma, the actual almost a moment to know who and yet. Who we are now who pension now when you stroke, I will say, will be now a war. Who would have said Juma would to turn a send near my bonnie, you know, and who soon so be an about so. Yet your Juma shall on Sasso my ba, Shana ya, till whom, nay yet Juma me haunted, and Yankupon Bishop. A higher needs 100.9 FM, me maintain was to go out in a section way, a yakanawu. I may hear messages kakra modia ba na me bobum na afe yenko ye ne Martin Atipo and was your introduction as a very patriotic more fire. Thank you. Nana Kuya Moabuati na Ben was a good afternoon BMZ. John Mahama should give us a break. Is he thanking Ghanaians for rejecting him in the 2020 elections? It should be fair to the NCA. The NCA has restored the licenses to some defaulting radio and TV stations. You are not commending the NCA for restoring, but rather making politics with it. 2024, Ghanaians will reject you for the 3rd time. Master Pino, say good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. I'm enjoying the show live inside Queensland with Akosia Konedo, Nana Sly, and Bogarone. Nana Kwame Opasco, new boy, or the Prince Awema's Mama BIAMAH, no long talk. Ghana is still moving forward in the Nana. Hey. Mate. Afrique Media GH is watching us live. Achimbwede N was a fast to speed. Ghana is penetrating into the Committee of Agrarian Countries in the world with the 45 fundamentals being laid to conclude with. Hey, it has been long to have heard of food scarcity or shortages in Ghana. Ghana's economy is an agric economy, and no wonder every budget statement rests on the shoulders of agriculture. Greetings to Ghana's iconic agric minister, Dr. Usofri Yakoto. Yawuza Edwefri Swamen say, honestly, the rate at which the price of oil is going up due to external forces is very alarming, of which I know the government does no longer control the prices of oil as it was before. But something needs to be done about it, if by reducing further taxes on it, because it's hurting the price of goods and services. Regards to Michael Osebwatin Pope and Francis Adomako Francois. Na mame hwei ko mensa pillar 2 and what the way every ebaye ni ko mensa ekanya ne se mame soldier, thank you for the good work. Tell GM Kasatente and Toponko no more NDC again, and people will break the 2024 elections. Regards to Honorable Brian Echampon. Ankoma Foster Edway Free Achim Irebi Ankoma na de wutro book na was said digitization is the only way to fight corruption, make economic transactions easier, developing and transforming better standards economic ratio. Thanks to Honorable Kojo Oponkroma and the DCE Paul Asamoah for spearheading roads construction at Achimansa district. Afrique Media GH BMZ. My mom fell sick last Friday around 3:46 a.m. I took her to Amasaman Hospital. We went through the OPD for the checks and the vitals to be taken. Then the nurse told me, as at 3:46 a.m. at dawn, the nurse told me that my mom would have to wait till 8 a.m. for the morning doctor to come. And I saw so many people who were sick sleeping at the OPD waiting till 8 a.m. the following day. I have to drive my mom back to St. John's at Tantra Hills before she could be taken care of. Please find out from me, is that the norm? Where the idea said that bizem na where there are more with them. Nandi Pewa was a the honor na train copim anopano watch. Abba, Amasaman Government Hospital. Set up. NSK Bentuna, oh my God, so is this a Kriya Ghana? Hey, Bedi Akubi Ebenezer, so watching you live from Kintampo Mansia. So all these issues, Vice President cannot do anything. What he can say is digitalization. How can you build a country with bad network? Philip Aqua and what do we about or say Interzone Kaswa Obom Road? Oh, see a lot of disasters live on NEET FM. Ghana government with engineers has a lot to do. MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO, stay blessed. Thank you, my brother. Bedi Akom Bahami P. Ebenezer, watching you live from Kintampo. Only God can solve our problems. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. Yo, yada. Noah the Ark Builder and Sudienie and was the Friko Komlemne. Greetings to the people. As person, Mr. Digital, the 8 years breaker, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, for making it up to our invitation. So we, the Cucumber students, say we thank him for so much. But bra kwesi, oh, we a repeated message. That's why I'm a macho. Edward Peprano say, what reasoning is this that people Agunaba MP and what way for Kaswa Adam Nana, the leadership of the NPP government will always ensure that Ghanaians are safe and protected and bring development to the doorsteps of Ghanaians, not the propaganda tie. Where your message is kakra mode eba ye efa Facebook live so e won NEET 100.9 FM so na Kwame Antwi new aplakuno no so edway aba ye Kwame Antwi Kwame Antwi oh debi etwem okay oh dear Nana Mponsa bedi akono say Honorable Sosu has shown us what will happen in 2024. They will do and run. NDC members, do you have passports? Afe Kwame Ntwi new Aplakunos, when is the analog circuit NDC going to stop picking fight with Dr. Good digital citizen Baumia? He has always been expertly running rings around the NDC on social, economic, and political issues. What Ghana needs is constructive opposition. But sadly, as for the NDC, in woeful blindness, they just like opposing for the sake of it. God save Ghana. Musa Abatwad Wefi Kumasi no say good afternoon, Mame. JM, thank you. Tor is in order. All what he is is a fact and nothing but fact. However, we demand explanation and unqualified apology from the ECG for power cuts, which destroyed most of our gadgets and home appliances. What accounted for this and why? At the time, government is overwhelming of excess capacity of power generation cannot be so wicked to Ghanaians by this kind of dumso we saw yesterday. Musa Batwa wadan Roma great co ede a statement ba ye efa sa dumso no ho omo kire se omo fidie ni bi na ekokeka bari mu enti na ma dumso ne ba na ba ye no kra na engineers ne guso dendende a womo restore na no pay kra no womo guso a womo ya na no esan tefa so bio enti na wo se womo ho ye ha na wom keka enema esiene enti gridco ede statement efa ho aba abeto eja Nana Kwame Opasco, I think I've read your own already. Mystic Wonder Edway Free and Sawama Adwajiri Mystic and so Edia Ode and Namni. Good afternoon to you, Mami BIAMAH. In fact, this incompetent Nanado Dr. Baumia led government is the real definition of confusion, insensitivity, and has failed Ghanaians woefully. I pity some NPP communicators because they are also facing the unbearable economic hardships under this clueless NPP government, and yet they are all over defending the indefensible. Prices of goods and services are skyrocketing, and the center cannot hold. My message is the economy de suhayansa ne bra eko bre sefatemono ye beba na enkomono ya ba beto aso na fe mo messages amode aba no ya di ni nyina eho enkomo ha ene de kana wu no esie nyame ya adomo a ya wada ye ba ye di asem foforo so e ba betena se na yetimi aka ho asem twen me twa me ho sesi a mesan aba.
It's in the Parliament. It's a private member's bill. We've been fighting for for a long time, the opportunity for private members also to sponsor bills in Parliament. I believe this is the first. The Parliament is looking at it. And let's see how the process develops.
Do you feel pressured with the discussions going around?
No, I can't feel pressured. We're talking about public opinion. We're talking about legitimate processes that are being used. What I would hope for is that the debate itself would be civil, and that we would recognize the need for us to be tolerant and of each other, even when there are opposing views. I was, for instance, impressed by the intervention of some very renowned and well-positioned people within the civil society sectors of our country coming forward to express their views on the matter. I think that it will be a credit to Ghanaian democracy if this matter is handled in the correct manner. Well, now I believe a reference will be made by the bill to the Constitutional and Legal Committee, appropriately. That's the committee that looks at the issue of rights and constitutionality of legislation in our Parliament. They will work. I hear that over 130 memoranda have been submitted to them. I'm anticipating that they will all be looked at closely before they can come to some consensus. The chairman of the committee has spoken about what are his preoccupations, which I think are very legitimate, to be satisfied about the constitutionality and the legality of what is being proposed. All these are part of the mix, and I'm hoping that the process will be conducted in an acceptable manner, and at the end of the day, we will know what our legislature will have to the position that it will take on.
The best station in the capital. Meet FM.
Abusia needs 100.9 FM no so egu a wotie no eye memanti eso enie ensembebre ene ne group no so aye betwetwe ho enkomo Kali Bishops o makoye conference mo antifi mantem do emene ne wo makeka o madwene pa e de akere mampanyi ese wontu anamo nanimu anim yeyi kwanya aban mu empanyifo bi politicians amanyofo ene womo namfonom ene womo eke womo busuafo o nyafu no anu ahye papa na wo mampanyi wo kan opposition ena meba I will protect the public purse I will protect the public purse I will protect the public then nyina da eye sansan bobo ankosia ga anfam okeka bi dia kwa Kali Bishops conference and woman so woman ekeka wo madwene e de kire mampanyi LGBTQ ho sansemi asan biem yese Ghana ye bond bi a floppy na e flopper ya so bon ye de kwa akoba ho anya yese Yewura Sam George esans wono no aye no ho odi ani mu kofi nkokọ ya wa hwire gina pintin se LGBTQ no he wo mu twa mu ne bete ne koye pe Ghana ye mfo asa ade no so de biara da ye nyintum da enna ebinum nso so omo aye omo analyst wo mo che se za anti-gay advocacy no wo your mind na office wo edisi wani so dia enne wo ho ayi serious economic implications pa eni se oh my Ghana ye kwadwoa ana ye kwata se ye de na no ena ye enupokra nyansi ye edaso a ekoso ewo Scotland UN conference on climate change COP26 eguso a ekoso a wo munwie na no no che se ababe pie social media edin bi list bi nipa dodo a aban so a wo mu free ha ede wo mu ekọ Scotland se wo mu nkọ na climate change no wo mu nkọ tie bi wo mu ba wo ma bebo dawuru enipa over 300 ena nkrofo se huo na aden se mu ko de fu na mu hia dom amoma kwakosu ana se den ena mo aso ni pente se ede wo mu akopiem e wo Scotland se climate change nso kwara mo ba eno ane se wo makwaba ye nte ho wabo eno ane se yete hwa ena panyi kasia director ono eneda Environmental Protection Agency ano e wo Ghana ha say honorable Kokofu eno was 337 sasan ye de nipa 170 ne koe na out of 170 emu 24 pe ena ne free mampanyi asoye mampanyi akache ya wo ka ho ma koe yabusia we ene nsenkanya hodo bebre enane ye besi ni nyina koso ewiai e wo neat 100.9 FM so ha sei na empanyifo a wo mo beboa me na enkomo yi etimi atwetwe Yewura Akwafu Usuba na hene NDC National Communications Team member oba be kan ye ho ha Sylvester Sapon Soprano CPP National Director of Communications when they were landed Abdul Rahman Sabo ono so kane no ye NPP Greater Accra Regional Secretary ono so wonam kwan so a wo ba enti kwa wusu bana hene ene Abdul Rahman Sabo moma mo nan mo to moma mo ho nya ha hye nya sa aduane no ye di agya mo sobrano mo akwa aba
hima mejo so net say
nyame adom na wonso e de rade ase na me bisa sa ayi o soprano no udin soprano no what does it mean?
Mama, na mama congratulate you who ofe no ene.
Answer. Me that's it. Hey, I see. Yeah, that's it. I say abuabi esano. Esa wa. Okay. Okay.
Etiquette.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Net etiquette. Etiquette. On the internet.
And also real life.
Oh, okay. Okay,
etiquette
etiquette.
in real life.
Okay.
And
Okay.
A second book here, friend, The Alien and the Shizu.
Wow.
Alien and the Shizu. Alien, we may look at it in two ways. Alien to say extraterrestrial, obia free outside of Earth, it's outer space.
Okay.
But a mature book no US. US for so mo frɛ obi a ɔyɛ hoho ɔyɛ immigrant ɛwɔ mu krom frɛ no alien. Ɛna Shizu no ɛyɛ kraman Chinese for kraman kitikiti bi wayɛ sɛ chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
Ɛyi ɔmo si Chinese empress no ɔmo use ɔyɛ kraman kitiwa bi obetimi ahyɛ ɔ bag mu. But nanu ɛden paa nti
That's all pa.
nti na mpanyinfo no ɛwɔ ancient China no dynasty no ɔmo ekipu Shizu ɔyɛ indoor dog. Ekipu no them. But ɔyɛ the type of dog the assassin anaasɛ obi pɛ sɛ obi di dem sɛ mpanyinfo no obi obi tete no saa kraman no them obi pie hɔ no ma deda a ɔyɛ no yes ɛna ɔsan yɛ very brave ɔyɛ kitikiti ba ne ho nwin te sɛ gyata ɔyɛ fearless nti a good dog to have ɔmo frɛ dog no Shizu SHIH ɛna no ama space that's SHIH no ama gap ana space TZU ana TZU Shizu or a Chinese dog be a nipa who buy or them. Anyway, so I wrote a book called The Alien and the Shizu that looks at the challenges of an immigrant, and then I juxtaposed it against the opportunities for for a dog, really.
Oh, okay.
And then balancing. It's a very exciting story. Now my books and it captured the spirit that brought Donald Trump to office. And no crime and person, it's trying to be 2011 as a 2013.
Wow.
And see, a capture a brofono almost sentiments in Tiana and Crawford cross border and a bar. No mubuefuno. And a capture immigrants, no so they are escaping, with their lives. They say Haiti, they see, and then the almost so America or say, give me your broken-hearted, your huddled masses. Anyway, it's a great book.
Okay.
And Amazon.com.
Oh, okay.
Go online
okay.
www.amazon.com.
Okay.
Now, my third book me try if you say and probably my more important book. Okay. No and only a friend no Third World to First World by One Touch. And only me a co-author.
Oh,
now the principal author penny kukudam kesiye opemu baako ewo Ghana a friend no engineer Robert Wood, the crusading engineer. It may be a disciple Emma engineer. The book no me book no a Third World to First World. Me book ni din kra men time family din ka ho because engineer Wood o pay mu me dey me di achire. So I say na me di achire. It's me trouble. So these are some of the books I've written, and later on, before the end of the year, I expect to release another book. It's soprano no. What US are mature etiquette and netiquette for boys and girls no. Now my target a baby for African Americans especially. We be catch them say ja we didn't sapon no. Akata for no in my experience no and I say African Americans no in my experience no more respect Africa for. In my experience no mo to say some lesser human beings bisa. Inti I know free Africa now ton ade na udin Africa din a. Almost dum. You are living on a tree, dum. Wow. Me experience no. Me experience no. It be different for other people. But because of that no, MAAME decided say me use the abrofo efreno pseudonym. And I say a pen name. That's for my writing. It's me use soprano instead of sapon. Me use soprano me they publish a book no. Afe Ghana for nso say it is me ferry Ghana. Me na for am he che say me na for am no mo che say o na che say Ghana no ferry udin a sapon a papa dia ato a che say una nanu mo kokoma asantefo.
I said the person say say o shebe
and it me mixing me no sapon soprano and ye di name.
Oh, I see.
That's where it's from.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. It's a very nice name.
Yeah. By the way, the name soprano. Now, at that time, there was a series we are near, of course, near a friend of the Sopranos. It was really, I think, it's a hit program. So that's where I got the inspiration from.
Thank you very much, soprano. Ena ote nenkano na kwaku osubana hene abeka me kwaku akwaba.
Yeah, na biama.
Now what to say?
Me
who watch you? For the past 6 months.
Na me de me ho asie kaka.
COVID na ama bibia ye bata.
This is COVID in the cry kan ho asem biam.
Ya ka.
En ka me de me.
Ya ka pass say ya advocate so obi an ko panel.
Oh, me de ma wo aka baako.
Soprano so wo de.
Me aba ma wo baako na yam say aka 2 weeks na wo say me kwaje second one AstraZeneca.
Okay. Me ma wo tu ni nyina.
Ni de wajeja wo ho.
Ni asam na ato. Okay.
Na me nua na sta chance o me to time no fa marketing e bush na nye say ya ba
me body give me an the time.
You na the time na you be man no invoice me chere father so omre no invoice
ka wanu to mengasa bio but as kwako usuba na hene na wote ne kan yegusu ahwe ne mo say Abdulrahman Sabo, former Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the NPP ono so eba beka ye ho na fe ahabo ma na yede nkomo no atoa so ewo ho onya maye de we will set the ball rolling. Na mamemra a soprano eso they say yesi aban na se mampanyin ene ne nkrofo womo ediga na sika nyafo ni nyina ye college bishops for womo conference e wo Mentifi North ena chese womo hwe nema bia ekoso wo man mu a womo pese womo kasa ho wankasa ho a ade na esai e ba bekan etu womo aka kire aban se on take steps, immediate step to NASA wanton dissipation of the country's resources by politicians and their cronies, for personal gains, when we're not unstopping at one time, because Oba Beye president or making the categorical editor Ghana for say he is coming to protect the public purse. But according to Cali Bishop Conference, I say I've heard the public person that SM NHS will be a left, right, center to some union NHS with the ADD. Your take on that?
Yeah, but me that's it. Bebre na me public purse asem no any chrono ni proye na adokro MPP for omo hemu kura na efifiri omo hwini mu ba no sa asem no me nhyedan ka ho and stress it too much because ye kind so ho private sector is the engine of growth for no sa na omo tie so ho almost a private sector na almost say sika nyina akoma nkrofo bi a yenimu wo mo na yakosi say busuafo any friends namfofo extended family members ni nyina aba okoka almost wo mo na akọ school omko school of Harvard any London School of Economics manso e wo Ghana nyina no manso fridu a yenya ma no na o metwe manso no okoka omo do be court omo nyina ye lawyers omo be twe ase wachi nyina be ro enti Ghana sika no di omo pe bia no wa mo mfanye no omo se public person no omo be protect omo protection no enie ama a Christopher impanyimfo ekukudam Romanfo the omni pontiff enenam unse se wo hwe a Ghana churches na misano na private churches ni archbishop wom bishop kra no mu ni bi na pastor se si omo bishop omo archbishop pope nkwa na menyante se bi asebe obinim church se bi for instance ye decide so omo ye no pope and pontiff and bi other se bi Duncan Williams pontiff Duncan Williams and pontiff otabe on yen nuro so I say but pontiff na wo wi asese si and oni Roman for nenam na ono no ka akira na Akufo-Addo na Akufo-Addo kram so Roman ni me boa and na president Akufo Anglican well I mean a legitimate question can me ya bebusa so a Christian I mean I want to imagine he's a Christian. I think our president is a Christian. I don't know for a fact. But I think he's a Christian. He has a Christian name. I hear he's called Edward.
Edward William.
Jay Christoni, we Christoni. Oh, and see a Christopher government pan na meka me aba na meka so Africa me say me a Christoni. So me ma me papa wo me no. Me ye be 1 week old no me call asori them and wo mo ko bo masu. Christo dimu obian musamehwe whether I'm interested or not and I'm yedi call school and yedi Christo say me pon me say me Romani yedi pon me so no Mary Hail Mary full of grace it me can say we crash man make gram ho popo say blasphemy you said you but a Christo for you corrupt pa in fact
the majority of Ghanaians
say nka wo hwe say bia say Emre President Rollins Cars or Payanko Akonori as a one Antwa. Saudi Antwa Bema. I'm for a straight. Esne say
Minya Bema Kwame Nkrumah tikesi no say asori bia one more asori awia just say one more ehira one more for years ntia dia afore na besi asori no efinfin na obi asori ene yakate ye ni ne bompaye so foi bompaye kan amina obi abema afore no ene yesi ene bompaye na nipa no
Onfamra
gumuti quarter 30 minutes ni pay you for the ima and was or friend Guarana back was a besin kokotokusu and a toshan up.
Thank you.
And what they buy.
Thank you.
And one more also Bianca Tan ye bebodria and was say or shassie a rade yadi and say yadikosu buff omukoto many nipande. Which means I said diabon you sure no a chain yankopon.
Well, minia the media enye say bia yesro no but me say na me kan say me kwa so dem ko bo masu a obi amusame a asma me kan kra me sre but ye nananom omo gods no a omo hwe yen so e free ancient Ghana ba ha ye nwu no omo so omo ye quite important enti media I have respect and honor for them so what I say and I strive to give unto Caesar what is Caesar's and to give unto God what is God's. And I think say we should probably try and mix that sort of orientation. Because MPP for no senka tigare na yebo ni din an kana do mo straight. Cause public person da baby da. But shall say MPP for a Christo for koko asori akese they talk about issues of morality and ethics. So what I say na ohwe de ekona na in fact on top of it all, Crampono, Nana Akufo-Addo. Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency dear. Adia wadia Ghana for ana mekana meraho. Yanka so akofesi kani bio. But on the crowd public person na ankrofo nsa de demu nti bia won hweso yie. So ati ase o se bia pe padlock some legislative padlocks bi e de tututu ano. So but the key point na ewo mu ni nyina no mini aba Ghana for. Ghana for. Oh, Convention People's Party for your kind. Say, be careful of the elephant party. So, and a chinchina Ghana for. Say, young two manana 4 more. And now 4 more.
Oh, but some buy on my be.
It don't my. Say,
at least free SHS somebody aba.
But mini aba. Say, oh, share loan na Akufo-Addo margina. Sentinti kwa nye free SHS pa. Nanke dia no ope of last staff aso. Simple. What you say? It's not eduman na oye no. Yes, eduman. It's not obano the Ghana for Ebia sebe why anything extraordinary. It is said yeah, uni ukunu wofi no abo akonhoma wo say oh ene de me kunu yaade o. I mean, I'm a bit surprised when you say that.
Freeze in the eyes where you're normal.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that any responsible government would want to do stuff like that. As a representative of the Convention People's Party, and I cannot help but remind Ghanaians to say, Yeni started free SHS in the north. According to Yeni plan, no, 1970, and he started free SHS na nanado, 40-something years later, no, 41 years later. But we cannot. But well, man, saying here, no one be 2 years. Say Edward Kufuado, President Edward Kufuado mono, any idea the K Buziam on she chombe between. It is a 41 years later, Nanado aye Bibia. Ya dana say, and Freddie blame a man advice and went to me, but why are they wait to me aye?
Free as a Freddie blame the man.
Nanya Freddie Blake corn Nanado party and Nanado mama started winning when he baby. Ufu sanka Freddie Blake corn or the free SHS ideation it man. Nanado Sabananka or Tinima. I don't know what he's doing there by now. So I say, you cannot take Freddie Blake out of the equation and the influence of the glorious CPP. So I say, but yeah, we are patriots. Okay, we don't have to be in power to seek the advancement of the republic. So I say, you're happy saying an etim but and one was Catholic bishops and who say proyene chrono corruption koso. So me personally, no. You see, I pay close attention to President Akufo-Addo because I personally admire him. So I say, hello, our rich contemporary, we are going to bath in an aeroplane. That sort of, I don't know, I have great admiration for the president. But it doesn't mean he's the smartest man in Ghana. So I say, no, MPP for no, and I'm sure we pay position because MPP for no, me check here, more check here. Onyadi ombeti me atwaso after 2024. Inti nansi chiche post na anwa de ye no bia a word age na ye because last chance ni so I say inti I look at Nanado's government, I see that the president is making an effort, but effort Nanado he's moving heaven and earth all for nothing because because confusion no so MPP administration promises no any keep promises no there's a lot of confusion in the party and your public pers ni kura na ana ama omuchiche man krofo kakra nye bitafre na ka party ni kura disintegration abem so there's a lot of confusion. The only reason why the New Patriotic Party has not disintegrated is because they are holding the public purse. And no, and Catholic bishops who say omudu say to too much. So say number one, you feel say the Constitution of Ghana, 1992 Constitution, no, that review now very important because we think the president of Ghana at any given time under this Constitution has too much power with regards to the public purse and in several other areas. Into CPC a check MPP for corruption and omunia ata NDC almost so ba sa no motie almost corruption now. We need to begin amending the Constitution and taking away some of the president's power no. So I say, and a president no so frankly, you how if you say in fact, wabre kakra. We think that the president is slightly overwhelmed. You understand? If you want
in what sense?
Oh, now say I mean, say public purse, Catholic bishops conference. Can say public person. It is now ajar in essence. No, I said Dahwa will be adding in say no. It is clearly because the president is not on top of the public purse, at least. Senka president near on top of the public pesa. Inka Roman for asofu kukudam. Archbishops ni bishops na mekanse nana engineer ye. So it means that Nana is not able to handle the public purse well. Now, as you all know, no Ghana for us we na catch say nanka the next person maybe anke be suspect say be anko betimi aboa nana no. Vice President Baumia. But one also no dollar no de no kwehie mu no wentimi anso no mu. So clearly he has also lost control. So I say so we think say the president's administration is in a state of confusion with regards to managing the public finances.
Okay.
Ghana for CPP for yenhu asemo yenhu say yensin kano. Enti as a Christian who was taken to church as a baby and without my consent, baptized and everything, and now a Christian. No, the only thing I can say is say in fact, Nanado administration in the interest of Ghana no, or see the compile bomupa. Kamesre say otiefu nyina ntie just 30 seconds here mom payema MPP administration na Akufo-Addo say the osi brei a omototo papa so a public person crofo say abusuafo say namfufuo obi answer dem MPP for omo fun because 24 no muntimi met omo fun public person erade e bom pa say obe hye na Akufo-Addo nkran denden na wanya strength any focus say the be public person ya ya to nwurami yensa be kan ade e o Yesu Kristo di mu amen.
Meda se soprano ena ote nenkano mamemra kokosu bana hino kwaku.
Yo biama meda se. Achia tifo ayi. Na me say the Mahama was started Greater Accra. 70 bi wa ode atujwa.
And producer no minim de ha no se ne yem hwe o se den na ye no.
The current.
Mi angada ma me ai.
Mate. Baby onam bia nyame nka na ho ne ne tim. Nsem pa ode tudwa na enyina ye nya so na ye tie na obibi pa e magana for. Yama. Run a Catholic Bishop Conference. Omo koye omo plenary. Ewo wa Upper West Region. Yama yesi omo ye conference na utitrani no Philip Name. Tati ye pepe pena pum dumso. Inti na regional minister siwo. No tiny no catch and say, and now no ye be bibi or Borgatanga, so. And chair ye court Tamaleko ye bibi, so. And then ne yabawa and so dum so. It appears to say, I buy any time Catholic Bishop ye bibi, and now major a yibia synod, no more de cania dum a higher dream. In fact, na papa no ne bofu. Well, share your room for ya, almost share. Usuba mpanum kaftan ibi ni ade omo de property ten the near condition na show power mo looking at the weather also atifi mantem the hoeshe inen ro ana je enya senketo akra omo team fifi
so to say kasa no kan no kan bufuso
da bi na wachro bishop conference ni yo mo team kata na da bi eno ye off a year okay record.
No off record I don't know what
the audio is there. Unzi ba kubi kura waka say of Minister of State. Na minister na nhwe phone no so na opeke call no. Oti background say or instructing in Crawford say I say take these names out, they are NDC people. Some kind say emabu bi ba ne ho say security agency ya fa yi. Say wunni obi obe connect into government ya. Eyedin. It's your no as bishop no free minister say me mabunu say ni concern say na abanti ye okochi wo minister ne ho no you understand biama ne ekoso wo kromu hanom no edin na ensemu a Catholic bishop e dey ato abonten enye ade ye different from yen NDC for the kanda bia meboa misappropriation misapplication public purse. In fact, obi na kan asem say nanado by ranka public purse in there ye didimu kakra kakra. But on the oba wa be fa purse ni nyina de ko. You understand? Say ye to abama obiama oba tu sika. Oba ye o say me appoint 130 ministers. 130 ministers obia wo aid. Obia wo PA. You understand? Omo cars, omo fuel, no many idea the mom gardeners, no many idea. Ni nyina eko waste. CEOs of state agencies bia obi need 2 or 3 deputies. In fact, ye creative positions among Crawford to fill.
I say what was it? One more we will be so more in
maybe a ma. Oh, I mean Kasala. You wanna and you're not for an community say ye but take new regions. Ye who minister. Minister of Regional Reorganization.
That's what this show being son any punish.
Na local government minister or here. Yeti district a district minister. Yeti constituency a constituency minister. You see, Obayan, I say, Abofrabi and Papa Wajana Japadi or Batu, you was a mere back, me worry Naya Kahon, Sikane for Fono, the car back, Numa Kahon, Chese o yusu sika no nyafu. Na ni chain no so no. Na ni papa sika odi ja na nyina asa. You understand? Biama. In fact, Catholic Bishop almost can sembia me potoka krana wodi akotwi bu ama me. So, I say Akufo-Addo's promise to protect public now an illusion, mirage. Now, okay, Bibi say, are those managing the public purse not concerned about the waste and misapplication of resources that belong to all Ghanaians? Yeah, man, was it there?
Ose mampanyina na Akufo-Addo na sem wo kan ye se oba no abebo Ghana yesika eho ban no wo kan no wa wo kan BFD ke na wo mo so so a edi wo mo sabo sika no edi no nyafu no
Bishop Otuaso say, though poverty stares us in the face, it appears lost to those with power.
Na che say ye hwe animu a wo hia wo ho de na so wo mo a ete ho a wo mo edi no nyafu no de wo mo nti wo hia ne kra.
Bishop Otuaso and someone papa ne kan ye say biama medwen ho a me say unim say biama ye to abai wie ye CDD report wa. Yes, 62% of Ghanaians any GD want na Akufo-Addo abam to protect the public purse and fight corruption. Nya sem kroya na Catholic Bishop e dey to abontin. Pesa wo mampanyi a o se ya top private presidential jet amano. O se mempe me pese me dware wie muntimi tu kwan bia mekwa akochata private jet at exorbitant cost to the state. Your friend Minister of Defense be year no or see your friend Minister of Finance. Minister of Finance ba or say mama membre me yan hwem. Emre so no obo be year na or say mon call Mr. Minister of National Security ho. National Security ba also mon call Chief of Staff ho. Be see na President gusu high presidential jet. Etu kwan. Biama. Sikani bia na de kono. Hwe napkua ye kofa ba ya emabu 100,000 busumi bia na ye tua over 700,000 million Ghana cedis. What is the economic output now 3 years down the line in fasobe na Ghana yenya when this application of public funds na bishops and ekano. You understand? Because when we say sika no ho etiniema emfa faso mre oman no eno na wo de sika ne ye den esi ye kotu one village, one dam. Na how I come saying the aswako bofom baby no two to kronin so to go say a dam. Na you 250,000 Ghana cedi per dam. Per ama and they nyina den asay. Ya waste resources. You see kana kwa na ye den eko. Ya mama say Nana Akufo-Addo is the luckiest president. I didn't in America say. Hwe na o predecessor eyi niema bi fi ho ma wanka wo baaye no you should let the status quo remain. Ebi ne say oyi nursing training allowance fee was every bi no nanka ye incentive say ye be ma obi bi kakra no wakọ nursing training biama and then nursing training people are fighting to go. You understand? As we wie ya why den wadwuma wo ho ebi no wie university mfie nwatwe mfie du applications upon application they are not getting jobs. I didn't know be nursing training college was here some allowance no ko. Itinka yi allowance ni fio. Niema emabu kwan bebre no munya den ko to fill the hospitals. Anameboa. Political experience was a restore. Same thing as teacher trainees. So, emre na yema incentive ma nkrofo training college. Assistant and they are in the colleges of education anameboa. It was kwaji lo wa me so me ko university me ji ye ni benefako. Nka ya bone. Uba political experience. What restore ni nyina. Amen the public person aye den sika no asa corruption ajefa. Omo ebe fight corruption ama why you are fighting them. Pese baye crow and associate. Esi kotia the tail of a lion the NHS wakan yi. Auditor General money hunu nyina na say ya wasafo mafo kotia ne tail so. Say $1 million bia kodi crow. Yen say charge no. Eno na kofa asase. Institutions fighting corruption and Akufo-Addo na banya fighting these institutions. You can say, my resources special prosecutor office in me fighting corruption. Ebe, you can't toast now camp wasam. Biama, ucha koko gua, where's he dying? So resource on nipa na woman kwan ma nya adwuma. What have you done? Corruption and no na papa ye obobota ya betena peace FM anadwo no. Oko cancel energy contract ya. Judgment them $170 million. Local champion attorney general and Jimmy defend it. So say sikane kwa na eko wastage. Esi free SHS. Free SHS e wo budget mu say yen spending over the years no. Not even 8 billion Ghana cedis. But then they abanya boka 240 billion Ghana cedis. 8 billion yen fanye free SHS. And so ko kasi this kana eden the BIS o ya free SHS amam. Meanwhile less than 10 billion ako free SHS. Yeah, top question papers ma students at 63 million Ghana cedis money ade. Just say ye resist kana sa keke. Adenti enene. Ye can say jiraba misapplication. What it has? Oh, misapply the sikano. Presidential staff is over thousands of them. Over come see what papa be Facebook no more ye or ye to your cabosum. Omo presidential staff.
Yes, sure.
I've been there. Last staff house. Charles V. Tego ni Brian Boabin. Omo me now for. Always on their phone, texting, insulting people on Facebook. That's what they do. They pay them. Misapplication of public funds. Enunye. Yama. Eti Catholic bishop and some of kind no. E ade a omudika. Na se na Akufo-Addo sika obeto ye no. Wa use sika no ase ne kra.
That's it.
Mi wie ye. No mo wie ye no. E no mo kan about the killing, shooting and killing of Ghanaians.
But you no be second round.
Dabi. Ni nyina wa asem nim. Ma mi wie ansa.
Time as son.
Oh, BIAMAH. Oh,
don't be too difficult.
BIAMAH won't me a fine. And then the other now second round. You call LGBT. Me wrap it up no. Me kind back one now me kind now there. So we are linguistics. You know one BIAMAH kasa me say me tifie me timi. Eh, brother. Oh, we sasa BIAMAH. Back one mo kind say.
So what na no family.
I say na me na kasa you. I say it is a great pity that people who are trained paid to protect Ghanaians have ended up in the name of loyalty to a particular party in government and are shooting and killing Ghanaians. It is not only condemnable, but also criminal and must be investigated and the perpetrator duly punished. Now, I can't say, BIAMAH was a day.
That's it. My dream, you
Oh, that be. Also, it appears Nipa security agents they are on the beck and call of this administration.
Okay.
Now, and yet only condemnable. Name a call for investigating. Now, omo perpetrators are brought to book. And someone yaka see to abandon Akufo-Addo asman Crawford bomb Nipa and what you to a quam. Then the intimate setting. President.
Why don't you accuse the national
security? On your beneficiary of the killing and starting investigation into it. In fact, the deputy speaker of parliament said, "Omo criminals. They deserve to die." So the president will not make any public comment on it. Maybe one come parliament.
Then omo for boxes.
Obi anfa odolori odu akora 15 years ye born to ku no cover box ko yin ye to aba be hwe ade obet on to aba ni bipo ye born to ye dan ye ku no abrantia wo wie teacher training college obono ye kotwe ni fika mu ne ye wo ne knife ku no the name of registration ni nyina na Akufo-Addo has never commented on this killing.
Me that say Paku Owusu Banahene NDC National Communications team member and Otene Kanyamia Duma Abdul Rahman Sabo, former Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the NPP, and also Abeka Yehu Abdul Akwaba. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Aha.
Sebi biabo ko de. Adum Arakwa. The first time I meet you. Nice meeting you. Okay. Yemhwe Catholic Bishops Conference in sama waka diafa NPP moama ban ho efa sika wo kire se wo mo edi no basabasa wo nye sika no basabasa wo mo waste yen resources kire se wo mo promises se wo mo ba they are coming to protect the public purse, especially the president. Say oba be protect the public purse, but as a public person now ka so be protect no ye na that sim bi kwa e no ka kire Ghana for
Oh,
Aja no one volume.
Your mom penny and a bed tree, Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, me new.
Soprano.
Yeah. Me not chap.
Oh. Oh.
They're found.
We're losing the contact. They know our budget.
Maybe I'm fan of
We'll take it from there.
This is the first time I'm in it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, maybe there, I will share clergy now. Mostly, yeah, the baby, young farmers, and mostly no, or more, yummy, then yamin, and almost a piano. That's all I'm on just see. They were born to move there.
The one who know,
I said, the water. Ente waka ya befa no wasopa mu emom na bibi na se onho na se bia o ente a se so bi ya no echirum the pan say apart from on na betumi aba abon obi she bibi a obi e abro a omudi esika bi a ensem fata e wo man e be boy pan mo man atumpon. Then you know, people back on intimate from mine. I am in summer a kind. Maybe GDM no, say beer. Don't know what no. I said, dear Abatona Sumu and on walk can. I say, I'm paying for so into animal. Now, I'm on to me fast same way. And you should move. Now, I'm shining no cray. A beer. Da. Now, maybe Kumuno so. There's some small things I say. What took us some evidence? Say, beer, what Obi be. I see nine, say, maybe. You bet me, I find no.
Yeah, dance here.
A dance here. A boy a pound. For instance, some Kagana for you. Maybe for instance, for the issue of yeah, who said in something I could see money called court cry, the issue of Waterville. I mean, I can mention them. So I flight near to Brazil. Your man said I will come commercial. Within some few weeks, and baby choir. We didn't so I know. I am here. Like I say, young Cosso, and young man of Cranberry. There's always outcome. These are critical evidence. I say indeed there was corrupt act in this. The prepare council ebia omfe bibi emra said this
mobia nipa ba ku mienu miensa bidin say bia
exactly and I said some sector of the economy say no mo bi na esi say no mo XYZ say but friends kata share any project ekoso for hon on ka be ma nyina atumi apagya ya ho aboa say omo hwe ema hwe man panin na adonko akufo am say all was abuta and say on obekun atia katashe ne proya no but to me has strengthened the so omo hwe sanse in fact shrag unim no omo budget and a current budget I mean we hwe out me say yes omo ekwe we hwe special prosecutor first of its kind ya de aba yes I try na jurisdiction na obe adwuma na me no no so na kwan say as we blowers on so enye bibia betumi de aba abekere. It doesn't take one person to involve in corrupt act. It takes two or more. The same way it doesn't take one person to uncover corrupt act. It takes two or more. And tell Papa na kano, there will be a dance. Be one phone call boy Papa na sam no. Then to me enya sound crofo no. Any omundi no. Nyonyo because obia ampe sa act no. Excuse me to say enne nyame a friend say na oman penyin data. That is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Blessing. MAAME feel stream. I'm go school man to ya fees. And I'm coming maybe from my background. Come on, yes, after education and coming maybe I'm and maybe I will have been west of. Only yam kwanini. And then I'm not dumb. There was similar people, especially central region. Some central region cry baby or hono. Poverty level cry as enough there. I am so more suffer now cut them off. So I'm can't be. Meanwhile, almost situation cry worse off than their brothers and sisters in them. Namicha de Nana Akufo-Addo aba ma bibia aye free, ama education aye free ama nyina. Kameme GDN say, yemfa advantage of this kind of policy no. Then you share subsequent governments on my ban so. What other policy that to be very inclusive? I enter say this what I say, me papa any way, and I say my money I see me see and sana for because free education me need says I will compare admission. You say free fee by mu. Na say oh free party by mu. Na say papa ne hwan. And once we again ni na afa me boa na. Entinka some of tanka yes say yes hwehwe emfamra. But say ba ne say omo say bimu e wo man mu a mu dis ka bia ensem fata no. Nka enko feda. Na ntumi pinpoint sankrofo no. And quite apart from that no kwa no. Nhihye bi wo man mu excuse me say you from say informal. E usuro kwa no a bebi wo betumi akoka ye betumi akova o. Ye ma obi ahu say wo na obeka ye. Na ye di ekire hu be enukra no bebi e wo no. Na ye de ato ho. As sebi obeka no just like that no a. Ebe ye dodo na nya asem be obi anya. Yes, and I say obi abeka say de ono ope. As ono ote no. Ebias, I mean, poor man, Pena, and also Miss Mabas so some.
But don't you think, say, Bia, the Anti-LGBTQ, as of we can say, with the hiring of private jets, and as if we say opposition for raising issues on it, but it seems say the president is adamant in acting on it, say, Bia, you be jay you sooner, you behind Krana, you behind the Bono, ever from Kakra, and other things be a echo so almost say Ningina a waste of the taxpayers' money.
Me know your dream. But the point is the head on the private jet no can answer. Me, dad, and some Americans say members of parliament don't raise that issue. To mean some other events, similar events, and just a pussy with the president's one. No say yes, there are man penny no, but seska egu. No say share the trip no okwano. What I mean, how relevant was it to the development of this mine? The trip be I to say, I quite say be ebi omoko didi on omo no nsa edi nkomo na omo sa buy a. O share sa trip na, o share explanation na the defense minister Emma some time ago. It was an investment trip. Na enye just government officials on and a travel with other business people are more within that particular field no. And I do omokoye. Ebuana. That ebe ya nya sa investment no. Ade aba o man. Unu ba ya adwen say even in the midst of COVID-19, I will check it. Mami group now. What now say FDI foreign direct investment. Apeja. Even in the midst of COVID-19 now, then to me nkwa man enko established. In Ghana, it has rather gone up as against John Dramani Mahama's regime. So an indication says sad trips now it is yielding results. And also Unumbai said it is better to have a foreign product being produced locally in your country than to go and then import it into the country. One can say the economic way effects and implications are a womb. Because a producer at the our my monoa one locally Lebanon ombefa mebwana and almost to year to amoma or minus so. And the best supported the local currency because for Baba thought animal aquaman on it. So to supported local currency no. Ebuana and the technology transfers also ebe boom. I'm an entrepreneurs because the major honum no major for some time now. Omanya sa nimdiano akwati omo so omo de. So and this is exactly what the president is doing. And I stand in fact to be challenged by any of them here. Say no president has ever been able to come out with industries, factories than Nana Akufo-Addo. I'm telling you, no president. Yes, we have always touted President Kwame Nkrumah. Say,
no president has ever done what?
Has ever been able to produce factories in this country more than President Kwame. No,
Kwame Nkrumah did a massive job.
Yes, you see, Kwame Nkrumah, of course, I will never run Kwame Nkrumah down. Okay. I have my problems with Kwame Nkrumah, but holistically, I will never run him down. Yes, almost only pay idea was but Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, even when you are going to count nominally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Nana Akufo-Addo ideas in Kwame in terms of factories. 2, Osha Nana Akufo-Addo inherited deficit economy, highly indebted economy. But Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, what kind of economy did he? very flamboyant. As I'm running around, yet to me, my Japan for any other, they were alone. Nigeria, Guinea, normal. We've helped them because there was enough money. How many factories did they build with those? But in the midst of even huge debt, look at the kind of investment that is springing up everywhere, every corner of the country. Today, there is no any region in this country that there is no particular factory being, put up. Yeah, even including the new regions that we've just created. So an indication, say, if you continue to get this type of leadership in fact, 20, 40 years down the lane, this country, I think we'll rather get what we experienced in the early 70s. Nigeria, Awam, if you have read those best. Mobile established in this country. We'll get those things coming back to this country. So I strongly believe I will never stop anybody and I will never fight anybody. Neither would I ever antagonize with anybody. I say, Obi, I discuss and send fata. In fact, I would rather support that person. It doesn't matter if my government is me. Because I say, or mine or mine, I'll put mine. It doesn't matter who is corrupt. Okay. Whoever is corrupt is corrupt. Okay. We must nail that person and then make sure that we set good example for others to follow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Abdul Rahman Sabo and Oten and Kana Soprano. Now, what know your
just briefly, and I may can say, in fact, I may argue about the I will not make too much about the comparison between His Excellency, the Osajefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and President Akufo-Addo. Major Ghana for. No mashe President Akufo-Addo nyuma na wo ye na Ghana wa GSC honum kuntan no na mo mfa ntoto President Kwame Nkrumah na mo nka kire Sabo se Urade Nyankopon Sabo wo the President Akufo-Addo to President Kwame Nkrumah ho please step back immediately. Okay, me aba no see enka kire ne say dey bisa na ye corrupt acts bishops na anka no me ti ase bishops na ntimi Catholic bishops na ntimi anka na one by one because corrupt acts no edorso na Akufo-Addo bia wo president itina na ye ka say the emperor has new clothes so MPP for most of them no omo pe position every na Akufo-Addo ho nti na omo de dan form nana trim or form of nana omo de dan form omo hoahoa no ntwankwa no mu twa kire they are not telling na Akufo-Addo the truth yenu na yen hia hwemfiri no ho except for him to do a good job no yenu ye kind of question nana should be paying attention to us. For instance, say Sabo Nima, one area Ghana for your problem, and family and friends for Monkwan, there be a 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities. So, Mama, clear example. And Mrs. Ajwa Safwa, Honorable Miami MP, or your MP, or signed by a deputy majority leader, or signed by a procurement for director. Say Jumami and somewhere in Juma Kukudam Kesiepa. Don't forget that she is a full-time mother and a wife as well. And on Unkwana Akufo-Addo man, okay, I imagine say maybe our Benson will be our MPP more or something like that. It's a man who post Kesiemi and Sami Wano MPP for no be home Edmaye. I mean, put there, how many MPP for na debi omuhumi a soprano umame 20 cities. Munya the MPP for now government na what power no. So I say, you are in the CPP. There be a soprano. Yeah, you go first kind way. So I say, I'm telling you, man. It's because economy no na Akufo-Addo economy no. Omunya bibi ni wom. And omu CPP for na soprano jagi hu TV so 20 Ghana soprano. Munya is MPP for mo pa de sredodo. That's one area. So say na Akufo-Addo ni family and friends for no. Obi timinya or a member of the board or your MP. Or sign a member of the committee, or sign a member of the board. Yasan no okukwa adan nana adwuma no no to kremu in case you've not noticed. Spread the wealth. Dear Nana Akufo-Addo. Okay, apart from that, say Kabonima, Ghanaians have a problem with what occurred with Ejapa. Any PDS, we are not happy about the outcome. Now saying AK Energy, any CEO or GNPC, KK Sapon, the machinations because we are not clear. So I say, the perception of no, it's also corruption. So I say, the president and his party should be seen to be doing. What I say, Banana Akufo-Addo no koka no ehura tena aeroplane when you dwade and wo dwade saa wo aeroplane let's ask me ka corruption mu an wo tena aeroplane so okopesi ka ne bi aba Nana Akufo-Addo me hu president away lucky saa wo Canada COVID ya o can say foreign direct investment na percent come me figures Nana Akufo-Addo is the only president of Ghana who has gotten free $2 billion minimum the IMF for or the year wo so last time I can almost say ayi chebi honum no busum bi show honum powerful power but I say I will chebi as a powerful power born now because I am a 14 $2 billion. I'm telling you, me who president ya charging free bonto money. I am a $2 billion. Still, Nana Akufo-Addo say you or bre. I feel party Nana Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the empire and the obi. Corruption, ya dokoro party. So I'm bushing for family and friends. Near the other so na adia ba akokra ne o ka say poverty na e won north no. So ati ase. Say wo hwe ba bi ti say Cape Coast no mu ne ade no kra e wo ho me say me tadi agro we dina commander ho no mu ne ade no so ho omuni opportunities kra so ho enti anyway just to stay on point no the kind of say Nana Akufo-Addo government Nana President Nana Akufo-Addo he's gotten all the opportunities that even President Kwame Nkrumah will create Ghana no krampoenya and so still the country is suffering still unemployment no ho it mean about near can another opportunity me fancy say Nanado your ideas now Freddie Blade man we have more where that comes from into the me some baby I'll give me a free idea
soprano and hotel and cano na kwaku obi bi kan fa ho you
me ni hwe kan me nuano and some Catholic bishop ne kan no want me an boba akokra ngo anse ne nyina ye
so say
no kretrodo
wo magye atum say fence Catholic bishops aka wo magye atum na mom no say nka wo back in with evidence bia no ma hunu say bia
communication director of fire aboabe say ensem no mo kan no omo nyintum ana meboa director the ambassador be Catholic bishop Samra Bio because ensem no omo nyintum Nana Akufo-Addo is doing this Nana Akufo-Addo is doing that yeah can corruption one some am say near ma wo ye na mo kan one
that's it. Okay,
you say yes. That's it.
No, last round.
Exactly. Maybe we understand the director can. Okay. There's no difference between what directors. I say, corrupt act. And we want the evidence so that we prosecute those involved. But nobody will ever push away such idea. Maybe it is happening on the bland side. And I believe that when we make a follow up, he'll be able to tell us more. So we'll cooperate with him.
Thank you very much, Zabo and Otiene Nkano. Yes, you move on na yako the broha a war LGBTQ plus. Who say yes, Ghana yem bond na floppy. Na floppy no ya di blame no Emma honorable member Sam George or no ena ye bono sobo any ade. Analyst ni so say anti-gay advocacy no was serious economic implications memo. Eti Ghana say LGBTQ ne nasefo ya yen say ye mra e de etia saa de no yen sososo etia ya mamre etia ye som ene a whole lot ena yakeke ka wo ho a ya twen da awira the speaker of parliament and so say onono or protecting nipa enkwa protect life and so far as he is alive and he is still the speaker no obehwe say ye obeye bia no e be protect life na a prolong life so they say dear na yenye my memory also kwaku
BIAMAH me that's I think say an pay me who Statesman newspaper headline when you say Statesman previously was owned by Nana Akufo-Addo and is still managed by his cousin Gabriel Asare Chedako. Enti se bibi ebasa na onum say a deep throat sauce if you baby emu yedru enti na ye me won wakakra the people na dey beto abonche say because of some judge in advocacy or LGBTQ onti no ye call adwama so ko bobesia ye see my I mean government fiscal policy AME finance ministry send obey taxes be raise bond no ne ade benya revenue de be ma ban na Bank of Ghana so a check monetary policy raising of treasury bills and bank rates no ne ade almost so there no circulation of currency no ade na enche ɛna Bloomberg de beto abonte say they say Ghana banya bobisia ma say no bond market no etwetwe omo ho fi ye bond on de che say omo say ye bododo sa anye na say Ghana call for debt forgiveness ya omo sika be den e be him you say ye the bond ne kwa obi ye den etwetwe no itimi ko raise bond no class ye de be ya say get fund bond ye de be ya educational structures ochina ye call for energy bond ochina ye call for DAW bond so enka de minimum say ye ba be ready sewa broni budget yi November 22nd
eden budget
sewa broni oh budget we won ti ya to ni din sewa broni budget w budget ya be ma o mampanya level large sika ye twa kona na Joshua odi kese dia high private jet mu ya sewa broni budget enye de be boa
on say ono ane personal ayi no on dia koye so
BIAMAH.
on in the name of the country
BIAMAH.
and am wo tu nyina na nyo no bibia ye ono ne dia as person ne personal ade no kwa koye
BIAMAH.
in the name of Ghana
BIAMAH o high despite media yama official car say no na wutu kwan fatua na wutu kwan no what o dey ato nchen say me pe new one more comfort now the bill na some bread for the Dixon say ontua ohwa de na besi BIAMAH wo dey Emmanuel o na me bisa question yama official car wutu kwan ya o say open more luxury you are high Bentley now they call uba na de bill na bread for the Dixon say ontua ma
bia na de ama me na fault wo ho
fault on Canadian service man na use because yeah found no a condition of service wana me boa yeah found na Akufo-Addo as president obeto say your top presidential jet no na the predecessors dey use here Professor Mills use it John Mahama use it and then now they waba we say what me use in fact ni Dr. Gideon Boakokra meka mienti a o se na Akufo-Addo seat no te so an nine wo so myself ti nanim ebe wo wonti ohia mo adjustable seat a obetimi dia ko na chi no nti no mko high new jet can you imagine this dissipation of the public purse yakobo besia bond no ka be hu say oh ebia ya issue bond ye de body gas plant atoabo itiano no hu say ye de etua na ho ka ebia MPS habo ya John Mahama $1 billion a chini adi and the container terminal ya increasing ba fourfold say ye bi mu ama niema etimi fa niema bebre ma ye nya revenue terminal 3 airport the same thing now the okoji bosia no wabedi na da bia wasan akoso san akoji biom eno na mehwe business news ye bisa finance minister say IMF said the only way our government which must getting who from this debt issue ni say obebo majoso no my hihye na ya ma debt forgiveness ni structure ya can economy no am finance minister say that's not the option of government obesan akwaje bond you see this administration is so fixated on taking bond because finance minister no benefit directly from this bond tin American sir Najuma a data bank no kwaji bond wa data bank nye book runner or a transaction advisor BIAMAH ye kwaji bond 3 billion na say data bank ye book advisor na transaction advisor a fee or commission ye tuama no buburuja millions of dollars na wafa eti our appetite for borrowing wa bob besia sa bi wa ye better be so ye see ye issue bond ye kokra ye nkra oh ye issue bond it was oversubscribed oh ye issue bond is what this and then ye catch as a Ghana ye bond no ye dey buy the be 19 to 21%. Other African countries are taking it 5%. Why? Because who dey na brosu too much and then amu shake say you cannot pay them. It you buy interest no because of the risk factor. You be increasing amount. Now you are blaming it on LGBT because of what? Na Gabi Ochida ku obi a uhwe ne tweet ni nsem kan ne right ups ni ade a he supports the LGBT 100% to 120%. Dabia. Tenyo wan say omo betra TV so ya share socks. Kales ya kan no e na to so de oba. Bema o. Wa bamu asemu aba be kan ye. Say eye abotisem eye bufusem. Opemu na nkasa ba Peace FM a Chairman General interview no one wasem o kan fa LGBT ho. Enye on wan say ne lawyer. Akutampa and they lead this anti-LGBT bill no.
So say our parliament. He will allow parliament to.
Majority side say Chairman Zabozo say omo do wani ato say ye be pass bill no animani we ya no. Omo revise omo notes as say omo need time for that bill kra. Aban dragging the feet sir because they support these gay people. The thing they are attaching gay to our bond. Meti ye kra na omo ba ye say Ghana beyond aid nti ye de nka ya boy bra kra de nka hia aid bia. Today you are telling us say because of say ye anti-gay nti no bond ye say ento.
Why no see mama?
Yeah ma eye shameful. Na wo baba yi last me hu no say ne ni hu twa. Na BIAMAH obenyi no bako school about the mikunu be cha na oba so di na chi. BIAMAH nka wo bepne. Ede ne ade ba krom ha. Sikanti edi sikan na Akufo-Addo na busua omo ba aban mo mu menya bi edi ejapade na omo ba e omo menya bi a omo sandi gayism abehye oman ne kon a breaking the fabric of our moral society.
That's it.
Say Ghana can say a statistics religion Christian community over 47%, Muslim traditionalists yen nyina se yempe sa tumutumi ade na mo ne be say kon because of more interest.
Na AKWAFO usu bana hene na ote ne nka no soprano.
Many about a very unfortunate. So say the Daily Statesman epese or blame Honorable Sam George for the incompetencies and shortcomings of the Akufo-Addo administration. You see, I don't see I don't see the nexus between Sam George, Honorable Sam George, and one more bond and one more cogino. So I say, and the notion say, oh yeah, ubi a won't so Sodom and Gomorrhic behavior we no won't so swa unya lono. It's neither here nor there. I think the Daily Statesman is being mischievous and indeed potentially misinforming Ghanaians and sowing some mischief and disinformation, because you see the bond markets there's no emotion there. A bank for no more your madie. Whether I say sebe whether I say waware, whether I say oh single, whether I say oh hermaphrodite, anabi, they don't care. So what to me follow principles now? They should give it to you. Now, some of us, we are very disturbed by a Ghanaian administration that seems so obsessed with anal sex. We have a problem with President Akufo-Addo's administration because the administration seems to come across and say, just a sebe, anal sex needed a normal. The administration seems to be encouraging same-sex relationships. So I say, this administration, NPP administration under Nana Akufo-Addo no. Unso omuso makuko school pa. Unso omuana no omuka so makuko school sini obia. Unso Nana Akufo-Addo kwa na appointment no so omu nyina qualified family and friends for no. So but the true reason NPP for mpanyimfo no appear to be supporting womo a bema one ne yonko bema ekofa anal sex after they finish going to the toilet no. Sa suban no. So
what makes you think say or more
meaning about action speaks action speak louder than word.
Some of the MPP for Omoba as guest for Hasia omo condemning it totally.
Say ade no panyin no e wo ho na omo didi so nti say papa you na nka na say o switch na nka what I'm saying is I've not heard the president himself say be or support gay, but all indications from the top hierarchy of his administration seem to indicate say yenyi so yenyi ani say the enti say be betwa konya sika ene mo me fine ene mo koton yen prekwen ni yenyi sika yi. So it's unbelievable. So it's honorable or say chairman sabon munu tie ni nkomo na that's the impression I'm getting. So munyimani na yakope bonda yenya me no as a member of the Convention People's Party, as a traditionalist and as a staunch Roman Catholic, although when I was being baptized I was not consulted, no, despite all of that, So
Soprano, just a moment, me patch my miss few seconds. I say, you wait free. I was West will go on NDC chairman, chairman Bismarck, Aite Abobi, a one with the free ban was saying, Mami BIAMAH, the statement is indirectly telling Ghanaians that our previous bonds under Nana Akufo-Addo NPP government were bought by the gay community.
Well, I think that's a reasonable analysis and a reasonable what do you call it? A reasonable projection based on the behavior of Nana Akufo-Addo's new patriotic party, who seem obsessed with inner sex. I don't understand this. And then Honorable Sam George Awojinani baby award statesman for Abefanato Nenim say onunti na Ghana for yenyeska. To begin with, and I think Honorable Sam George should probably take them to court. I think they are casting a certain false, malicious impression about Honorable Sam George. That's number one. The MPP for person can say economy now muntimi managing is because of Sam George or anti-gay, and that is completely not scientific and completely unacceptable. So the TNA say, as an incrumayist, we have seen a way around these sort of situations since from back in the day, as we say. So, enti se bond no tabro from person mo say, you see, it's untenable. The situation and one person mo say, people in the West, like America and Europe, are not giving us bond money, are not investing in our bonds because we don't support gay. It's an insult to all white people in the world. You understand? Yes, you see any more bro funibi. You understand? Some of us, and we know that some of the white people, in fact, most of these white people are anti-gay. You understand? They don't tolerate gayism. There's large swathes of America where they don't tolerate this. Indeed, the Elephant Party in America cannot tolerate this same-sex business. You understand? And we are highly disappointed. Nanado, any statesman for any new patriotic party for SA, Sam George, any Ghana for a yen support gay no, and untina yen minya bond and build the economy now. Then we in the CPP, we say that is all well and good because we have a better option than this constant Bosnia Bona and another more bon. After all, IMF for the World Bank for crime and another one is and another Upe Bosnia Bododo. Let's get credit now. So, but the American is having about here. We have a better solution in the Convention People's Party if we cannot get bond. If Nanado is saying, say, because Ghanaians want to be straight fellas, okay, we don't want to, you want to marry women. Yeah, man, and you perceive why Ghana for man. Na say Nanamo say Omontiasia, and Nasa Brofontiasia. Then we have a way forward. Meaning about to say that they be American. The way forward, lies through the Tree Crop Development Authority. You debate me affects the economy. Nana. Aeroplane akesia Ghana for Kenyan ostensibly also the copa or the copa you. So any year can say Nana, please get off your high horse, or maybe I should say get off the aeroplane. So what I say na Tree Crop Development Authority Nana ado creating. It is probably the most important agency Nana do be president or creating, because Tree Crop Development Authority it can transform this country. However, not in the fashion Nanado person will use Nanado per se or say crops na Tree Crop Development Authority the ban 7 crops cashew, palm oil, rubber, shea butter, any the akeka hono, coconut, any coffee, any the akeka hono. Nana say any Tree Crop Development Authority so more expect say ni cost wa. That means in about 5 years time kono. You bet me $2 billion every a crop back could be like cocoa in around 2 billion a year. But this tells some of us say Nana the movie vision and say better to catch you nani kubeno near the Akomabro for the Ayenum and the Abreato. But I say, and we are saying Nana should instead the new patriotic party cabo so Okona and Nana more away a cake in a salad na. Yes, Rewada, I catch them. Say CPP for yes say. State farms is the way to go. You believe we say, I was said Tree Crop Development, Messi says here about Tree Crop Development Authority. They should go forward and establish state farms across the country. Now, private sector is the engine of growth for an MPP for almost Ghana 4 year for form wa benjuma ma omba be wia enyoma nako. Okay, fine. Yeah, and we believe in compromise. What we are saying is that it is the government of Ghana through the Tree Crop Development Authority and a bit me establish massive plantations because government has the knowledge, the finance and the technology. Now, omo establish plantations in the 10 years. Then Nana Akufo-Addo, any private sector is the engine of growth for no. On bet me the farm company, no state farms, no. Ako Ghana Stock Exchange. No, my independent public offering IPO. Now private sector is the engine of growth for no for na Ghana for a for no. One more meto na enko private sector. But most importantly for Nkrumah East, no, tens and possibly hundreds of thousands of jobs would have been created in the supply chain. See, jai individual farmers, no, say omunya smallholder farms, 3 acres, 5 acres, and farm support here. Omba be to say the cocoa farmers it sebi omo shede ni skasa enti the year kan question is number 1. Sam George is not the reason why Nana Akufo-Addo's economy is on its knees. It is because of Nana Akufo-Addo. And Manu Siano, and the solution no is that we go back to the state farms. And on Ghana for youth no e be create adwuma youth no.
Then why explain that?
No munya so almost see 4 more for Nana no.
Sepa Abdul Rahman Sabo.
Well, my main shares in Phoebe Orlando. Some way now what can say and some going back to State Farm. Now want him for and John Rollins and then John Mahama Moton Town my factories no. Oh him for. Ejura farms.
Do better.
Farms. You about only Ejura farms. Ejura farms collapsed at the end. It was the only farm left in this country. Ever in Asia that were actually serving almost the whole country and beyond. So no more yard war, baby. You plan, I do no. Collapse under. So men can't say some.
I mean, we end this in Yana.
But you see, no. Baby, but
I see a collapse, and now where were you? And you should have suggested this to them.
Well, I did. You know, we wrote papers. Let me tell you about me. Say, Ghana, me need 3 CDs crowd. President Mahama, one mommy 2 CDs though. President Akufo-Addo, one more buy 1 CD minyayo. Me na me sorry am chiche MPP for sika sa stress na omo do stress 20 cities no
me that's soprano
in fact me there Saturday we LG what me something I am here Uncle speaking
but you get closer to the microphone for me
and the enua Bema Sam George I can find home me na ya adwen as a Ghanaian me na ya adwen 100%. Because in Kebia, Meme Kran and Kamenya Akunya, and Kamemi de Bessin de Sam George, Ayam. And now, Miniji there, or Maimu, there were a particular group of persons, identified group of persons, of what are they were so. We don't have such group. And our share, mine is mainly divided into 3 segments: the Christians, the Muslims. And no, none of them will be unsupported. And thankfully, there are Parliament also. There are any member of Parliament who want to appear on Tabaka say, "Meme Fosso."
You obey no them.
Oh, them cry.
Why was someone?
Oh, them cry becho. I will power my mo. Side way so. Oh, them cry becho. So nice. One day see what I'm Yes. Once there's a video going viral. How much you move more. Oh yes. So for me, there I don't think so. Who dream myself as practice here against our dream. But it is too late. But having said that, let's now come to the details of the whole. There or mine ECOG bond. The one and yes say bond no more because of the LG. And I must say statesman I narrow it down. For me, from the beginning of this particular debate, I anticipated that because we know what the West stands for. Look, I don't know whether you've read Alex Hale book could be the title. We share time and not blacks. Yeah, more freedom. I'm going to make some restaurants now. I'm going to make for bars. Finally, Martin Luther King Jr. more years out revolution. What they resulted to was New Harlem. Started New Harlem. Once on the blacks on corner. Look, yes, we boycotted no more to man. And through that particular idea, the white started respecting the blacks. Because some of the services they were getting from the blacks, they were not getting any longer. And now products are no more tom so among tombio and no more. I strongly believe we share the tangent that Nana don't call for Eddie my fan. We are almost going that particular tangent. In the sense that
like a time make
yes, we'll be self-reliant. Okay. We'll be independent. No, of course, if you had started with Kwame Nkrumah, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Yeah, it's a bit, a portion of things.
You see, because for instance, when we are drinking past a cocoa, you shall say a cocoa and but then we are process a crowd. Nay, the seed at the alcohol. No more as alcohol processing as I are babium at time on a higher deal. Let us say, scanner, yet ton cocoa. No, must have this can for so as I can. But today with this factory, we can process these products here and then sell them here, direct, export them to the market. They are adding value to it. And I strongly believe that when we support, we GDA pass by 20 years, and send about free Akunyano Sono, we will have
20 years as an
MPP. They are aware. In fact, they are aware. They are aware.
Well, go there.
Because Saosha, for the first time in the history of this country, will be going round, losing thank you. What to be that since 1992? What one will be? Oh, beba. Oh, me nia. Me money.
Daniel Phoenix, excellent.
Man, shall I say my proud? Why? Sure. And will be enam. Yes, I did. Nature said yes. It is not going to be like the way it used to be, you know. But having said that, let me put that one aside. And then, Taosha, with this number of factories I established, you know, this thing is anticipated. Me, I know that we are not going to find it easy with the West. One should be in the crowd. I think there was a particular member of Parliament, so you need. So be too quiet. Most of us will face these kind of things. And then because say crown, we will Facebook, so I'm all over and the rest. Only God knows. I say watching me because US I could be and I say I'm my uncle. Say. But nonetheless, I'll be very happy in my grave that I was part of a body that fought this particular destiny to come to this country. And I'll be very happy to be restricted to my country because of this particular destiny. So far as they will never have their way in Ghana, I think it is the best that will ever happen to us. He punished a particular group of people because of doing this particular thing. And even, it is very unfortunate. The West, those who are against this are in the minority. It's very unfortunate. There are people, yes, white colored people, but they're in the minority. We've gotten even some of the clergy. Now they even bless such marriages in churches. And the rest. So it means that we should prepare ourselves very well. Say, baby, it is not going to be easy for us at all because we are used to always getting
things from them.
Then, thank you very much. And even as we speak, almost about 75-78% of our economy is imported. Everything that we are doing today. So we are still, relying largely on the West. So that one, yes, it is. But how can we free ourselves? It is by localizing some of these things, like the industries we are bringing in, attracting foreign direct investment, and other things. And also say, so nonetheless, if names are being mentioned, it is based maybe on perception. And perceptions can never be the same.
Okay. Thank you very much. Abdurrahman Sabo Mpacho, one minute. One minute because of time. Now wrap it up. Baku.
1 minute.
1 minute. I started.
On what?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. So say can make change.
Because of time, it's yet to me.
No.
I have to open lines.
What you from
I should have opened it during the
candle session. Glasgow.
I should have opened it. 1 minute and so.
Or did Nipa 337.
Wrap it up. Soprano, wrap it up, mama.
Okay. Many about the TNA say, Tio, the American say, your presidents, Nina, and so on. Omu patriots. Omunyina po mani, me jina anka say President Akufo-Addo. Yeah, politics are. If you ever can't actually kakra, but he's doing his best, and we wish him well. But the TNA say, "Sa gay same way no. It is a game changer, Ghanaians. So omo person omo force a change your culture no. So na in as much as abrofo abrochi pe sa bema or having anal sex with another bema no. So there are also millions of white people that are standing on the right side of God and of scripture and of common sense. So I say enti the person can say mummy nyina ye na the sabo kan na eba ya oil factories no you feel say on kan ho eye onye na afeye but key problem ye ma yenya sa problem yenye abrofo no eye nana the government members na omo mako school e wa abrochire no a omo pepe visa akwa abrochire no the honorable oseche mensa bosumu ne ayi papa o NDC general secretary so omo nyina no omo ma no kokọ school abrochire omo ma nko SS na ye bre wo hanom ni bi eno omo no eno omo person omo satisfy e kire abrofo no say omo ye politically correct eti ase du nketiam na o se yi omo free omo ne oseche mensa bosu honorable omo
me da CP soprano na wote ne nka na Abdul.
Yes. What I mean, a mess man saying, I said, Moment in come boom, 9 fighters are LGBT, are there, or kind. And then, remember there, Memo GD pass, Obia and me and that damn, and my quite I do, but me one ma, I will musia for. And to a muntino, me ya can, me ya couchina. I go see da, metise, or mancas I try sign, and then you come boom and fight LGBT.
Thank you very much. I was young by your friend. On Babo, I'm going to train a bass on a Kwaku Banahene NDC National Communications Team member Sylvester Sapon Soprano, CPP National Director of Communications, and Abdurrahman Sabo, former Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the NPP. Wamwada Roma and Evie Wambebuame, Emma Yede and Komonom, Ebae, and Chakra, baby, and telephone lines and Atomo, now face on a modern adventure. Abba na MC ya preko and was say where the ones so mame good morning wiam bacho repeated message and na ode Abba and I was say Ghana is really blessed for having Anado as our president, and his appointment that has made the government popular so much is the Agric minister yeda say ewo Felix Minta Okankwe South and what free buyer now Felix just say good afternoon BIAMAH. The leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the iconic Agric minister Dr. Akoto Afriye have indeed made Ghana a food security hub. Meda say positive change Edway free Madina. President Akufo-Addo and his vice president are digitally primitive with the happenings in this country. Munkaila Jonas Edia and or the free carry Abba. And we always envy the well-developed countries like USA, Germany, Dubai, etc. without asking ourselves how they got there. It was all because they gave their political parties long years in office to fix the country. So with 1D, 1F alone, Ghanaians need to continue with NPP so that our industrialization agenda can see the light of day. Thank you very much. Wait, a message is Nibia Mode Ebaye. Yeah, be your telephone lines now to my 0302243540 0302243540 and 0302257902. Bet me a friend now what the adventure Abba. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, BIAMAH.
Me bacho dini baby afrefi.
Ma'am BIAMAH. Where you ulia?
Yo, yet you. Yet you.
Ma'am BIAMAH, I'm about to go for my mind. Let me tell you what I just put you and go via the channel. Let me tell you what I can do. Ma'am BIAMAH, a man I yet you know. If you I'm not wow, but I don't know if I'm not going to know. But you may see him, allow you more Aqualaba. That's a you go to remember, a boss 6, and I see the name of Ruko, no, you are, who you kill me. I didn't know who you enter with your Aquadinoma, and son and your Hawaii. The things and I put many actually, yet I'm only for many woman, and the best people. Yes, I'm quite cheap, and compared to Mamma.
Let us say, Mo, let us sippy in an amo accordion. No, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bacho di.
Free. Collins ni kasa free amamole.
Bacho it you.
Tabru.
Yo.
Amenchia uwisu banahene wakasa papa. Mini aba share na rei kai. Obia pe mining koso ne ni yo. Yachi ya bolding pa. your man penny and Akufa do opposition. BIAMAH, my young Kafat. In some morning, your vice president Kegu Ghana for so. And when you would do to Obama and MPP, and you know Ghana for share. Now the docu one city reference. They say Keke one city cry, it's in top. Keke one city never bresso. Keke one city near my Ghana, you born 2 city equal. Petrol 1 liter, in a 6.9. Mean this by December, may you go there, 87.
Medasi P. Also, Betty Edo, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hi, ma'am.
Bacho Dini baby Afrefi.
Kwani NPP ni.
Bacho with you.
Yemi anum NDC. Ya na the abari as the omunimo. Bisa obi o America, obi o Germany, obi o Europe and amama no so bisa sa stand eko. Si say the abari as the omunimo. Unum minua machiri ba o Germany. Say 16 years. Ya nto ademu. And na colonna ibaye adeto yakubia yeto adem ebrebia yeto adem and no ma bo kwa na ekoso amama bebre America kwadu betem over $100. Now kata at America and kafu for no and the bisade city and now ship every year back ka ship wa wo mu kofa no ma chana wo mu tua $3,000 shipment no and $16,000 bisa say bi entra.
Medasi P. What do I drink? Abba, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me bacho dini baby Afrifi.
Me dey appear bro.
Bacho it you. Okay.
Medasi. Every before. So first kilometer. I see a passion movie na. Baumi anche. Muni root of Baumi papa. 1951, UG60, we knew on the Meregu. 1954, no a founding member, not people started. By name, BT Kedam, and Lawyer J. BIAMAH, and SG Dumbo, Yatokalio, BK Adama. Sana Amasa to Memoir, Yamia Koto, and our NLM, the Bani Doctor Afia Koto. And founding member, a fellow was Yaho, the Bani. Wache jako, nufi jako, na chemase jako. Nufi jako was standing on the room so many of baby no Lucy one people.
Yo.
Ambassador.
Yada sipi. Also better with the word yaba hello. Good afternoon. Nyame adum bacho dim.
Very much watching Brebra Class Central.
It's you.
Men of years ago, you live to Mammy. I'm Fanchiama General Secretary, John Bodu, MPP General Secretary. I'm in for Sabakwaya Boa, National Treasurer, or Co. German, the day and day. Mammy, and you might be Ghana, I see a Kenny in ye. Sure, you can't Ghana, Osha Kwame Nkrumah type. Osha, your population, war Accra, Greater Accra, and now so far, no, baby. Even Ghana, population, yes, Kwame Nkrumah time somewhere, the 1962, near that's your number is 6 million. Says, yeah, Accra and Kuano. I don't can pay about 6 million. Now, Osha UTC, Accra Central, Osha send your hot here. Nasilano, Yatasumaka, Cass, a fossil anymore. What do you say, young planning? Oh, yeah, just.
Medasi P. Won't so bet me a friend out the adventure Abba. Hello. Hello. Oh. Won't so bet me a friend out the adventure Abba. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mammy.
Udini baby Afrifi.
But your friend Jana one, I'm a president.
Yo, it's you.
The weather was any Jumapa or the song, need FM, need despite group. I mean, Mr. Eric Susu, WBA, and a Madin Jibu, Joash, I'm a mix of Mammy BIAMAH. May can play, I can play, Sebi, MPP about one from Ghana for. Sebi, and your baby, I'll try to Mina make a sayaka, one of Kasayaka, also the MPP are buying a one from Ghana for because near Ghana for your penny said, Uber call a Juma so, Uber near Juma, Pets will be baffled. Now, so when na sabi o yentimi hu kotoko a yedi kurase mu a na sabi o ye abanpanyi na obekasa trega na kwa wa hwe yi kwa obi
yo meda se pe hello
hi
gajre
yi
yetio
I na wosre ma mi design
enyame adom boko yetio
ma mi nche yankopon te mi che fo mi che Joshua mi da kamba champion national organizer na mi che o man pentin eye ni unyanfo be ma ho fe dia tintin gram o gira be go ma obi agure ni mu de ja don man ma ama konja this year mi che na papa binia eya woni mo bi o sentiment ma na ke eye e ko mi afre na o sentiment o today just antifonia hu say nyimma akoso ho no papa mahama ye ho no ibo mo kubro wo yeshu ho ye enti o mo so mo mpe ya ma won tumi bi o wo ni ma me bo wasotre che mami nu kwana
meda CP Ebusia hani adi jumadi nyina yade mo ebese aseda kase nkoma production created by Jordan Aduma Jerry Osaje my friend ma bankro ena abrante monopa nidin nana ya osafo womu nyina na boabo ansem ya no edit time machima menso mebetena hase yeja mewesa no kakran yede abesi no nan ebremu me sorry so idea Ola Michael so ebeje adwa no age entata de akofie yeda obi biara onya abre etie yanse wa onya abre frɛ ye nyame hira o oso ani nit fm entena nyame ya dom ayawada yebesan ahia makrao